And he was losing his train of thought to me because you told us he was saying that Wunmi is ready to leave next week. And you busy concentrating on some host. They are making money. Some host. Leave the
Lady
host
Harris,
making money. Leave the host. Let us talk about Wunmi is leaving, and this is what ABC. Let's take this steps, take this step, and take that
Lady
step.
Harris, let's hear from
Lady Harris,
other
that's why
people
I
to
said that.
speak,
That's why
please.
I said that
Nancy
it should not be.
Idris,
It should not be a
please.
surprise to
Nancy
us
Idris, let me
if
come
at
in.
all Lenchi has been
Christian,
compromised. It should not be a
give other
surprise for
people
us.
space now.
So let us focus on how we can get the right information and to do what we are supposed to do. That's my point. Not like I'm protective of Lenchi. I don't even know him personally.
I know.
That's fine.
Well,
Let's
no,
allow
I'm
other
not
people
using
to
the word
speak.
protective. I'm just saying.
Let's allow BB or Golden say. I don't know who
Yeah,
came first
I
anyway. Let's
think
allow
BB
that to.
BB came in and dropped. So after BB, Golden Sink can go. Generous something to us
okay.
here to do. Okay, go
Thank
ahead.
you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Nancy. Christian, well spoken. And J Clock just make some few correction, which I also have in my mind. When it comes to mohbad is a global icon. And it is not only the Yorubas that comes out for this issue. Thank God J Clock cleared that. And I also want to appreciate Lady Harris once again with her team, like Susan, like the rest, Susan for Justice. But Lady Harris, you said something some few minutes ago about Papariano. I just want to divert into that before I continue. Look, Lady Harris, if you notice, me and you were one of the regular panelists on Papariano's platform anytime he's on live. But if you notice, for some time now, I don't come on Papariano platform any longer because I realize he has a two-face. That is one. Second, he doesn't want to be confronted with the fact or you want to impose his opinion on you. So for you saying you called him, he was not picking or whatever, that is his style. That is how he is. Look, you are big on your own, Lady Harris. You have the numbers on your own. You go live, people comes in. Sometimes you stay live for like 6-7 hours, and people on your platform. I have been on live with you for more than 6 hours before. You can attest to that. So that is just it. Don't worry your head about that. Don't even be bothered. Stick by your opinion. That's it. Nothing more, nothing else. Secondly, I followed Yinka TNT live. Was it on Sunday or Saturday? I can't remember one of the day. And she used one language in Yoruba parlance that really touched me. That says that ẹni tí ò bá jẹ́ gbì kò kí ń kú gbì. That word was very deep for me. I have to look for someone to translate it for me. And she was talking directly to Wumi.
Yeah.
That look, we are all Yoruba. This shame is too much. Why are you scared? Why are you afraid? Why are you this? Why are you this? Why are you that? If you know very, and anybody that knows Yinka TNT, even though she's controversial, but you will know that she always speaks the truth. Since this issue has been flying for more than 7 years now, she has not commented or dive into it until when I joined her life, was it 3 or 4 days ago? So you realize that, look, this Wumi, the police people, they know what they are doing. Look at the deputy chief police commander that comes from Oyo State, precisely Yoruba. He hanged himself. He committed suicide. They've barricaded his arms till now.
Are we sure about that? Are we sure?
No,
Or
no,
was
no.
he
The point
killed?
I'm
Was he killed then hung
no,
to pretend it was a
no,
suicide?
Lady Harris. Either he was killed or he committed suicide. That is not even where I'm going. That is not my focus. My focus is immediately they find out he is dead. What did they do? They put the house on the barricade till today. They put the house on the barricade. Nobody is going in and out of that house. So for you to know that these people, they truly know what they are doing. In the case of mohbad, no, how could that
Uh, Golden Seal, you can pick up. You can unmute your mic, Golden Seal and Para.
Okay, thank you so much.
is
BB is still talking, or he's done? I think he's still
No,
talking.
his network
Good
is bad.
afternoon.
And his background is noisy
Good
too.
evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Let me just thank you, ma. Let me just say my mind. Sherry, Emma Binu, sorry.
they do that?
You see that Lenshi? Sherry Lenshi yẹn, Lenshi ti gba body. Ó ti pẹ́, it don't take. Kò sẹ́ni time bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀, màmá drag ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn. Lenshi ti gba body. There is no time for to pampering anybody o. Kò sí anybody tó kọjá àbáwí ẹni tó bá ti ṣe bí olórí burúkú ẹ jẹ́ ká jókòó mọ̀ pé ó ṣe orí burúkú. This is not about somebody is fighting anybody, but it's the facts. It's just the plain facts. Lenshi yẹn ó ti gba body. With the way he's talking, with the way he has been acting for a period of time now, everybody can see that Lenshi have totally changed. It's no longer, the energy is no longer there like the first time I know him that we started talking about justice for mohbad. No, zero. But what I would just advise every one of us to do, let's keep our eyes open. Everybody, we should keep our eyes open. We know this niche, but we're not telling them not to go. If you want to, if there whosoever want to go, if you're tired of this justice for mohbad, then move on. If you want to go and join the anti-justice, don't come to us and preach any stupid preaching, anything, giving us stupid narrative. We don't want to hear that. Just go ahead, go with them, then go. We don't go for good, go for life. We don't care, but don't come to our own place and started twisting. I heard Madame Eri said, she said she called her, she called him. The way she was responding to her, see, somehow that is when you will know that man no take that body. We don't need those stories. But it's just preaching. I don't even buy it at all. I have to leave that platform to go and play in another platform. I just have to go with the way he's acting. So if anybody is tired, if you're tired of this justice for mohbad, that you cannot run the race again. The race is not for everybody. We know as time goes on, when everybody's running this race, some people is going to fall. They will fall and they will continue. Some people is going to fall and they will not continue again. Some people is going to continue from beginning to the end without no stopping. When we know some people will join those anti-justice, and we can even sense it, we can feel it already, that some people have changed their name, joining the anti-justice already. Let them go. We don't care. But we will not stand in a place whereby they will come and give us that stupid story, stupid narrative. We don't need all those narratives. Let him keep his narratives to himself, to themselves. That is what I want everybody, some of us, to do. I'm not compulsoring it. It's your choice. Because if we can drag some people, I don't think some stupid people are there that we cannot drag. No. Do you know how many times me and Madam Aries have looked into mama bye. I don't do two-face. I don't like it. I love to be plain. This is me. Let's know where it belongs to. The way what is it called? Leslie was speaking this morning, you can tell and you can sense it that OT already is already joined those anti-justice already. It's just that he's looking for a way to go. He's looking for a way to join them completely. But he can. He's an adult. It's your choice. But don't try to come and brainwash us. Don't try to come and give us those stupid narratives. Don't come. We don't need them. Sorry, Kenzie. We don't need those things. We are not in this justice for you to come and start manipulators and Wunmi is kinikan ọ̀gbẹ́ni ṣofẹ́ ṣòfò ni àbólórí burúkú ni ẹni lẹ́ńṣì má jẹ́ ń gbé ẹ ṣe pé o tó bá fẹ́ máa lọ máa dá lọ fà wá sílẹ̀ jẹ́ káwa máa bára wa jàjà wa àtún máa parí ẹ̀ kò kàn yálà yá ẹ̀ if you want to go waka pass ẹ má bínú Madam Iris pé mò ń ṣe báyìí ẹ má bínú ẹ jọ̀ọ́ please permit me. If you want to go,
hold on, Miss Golden said Perkins has some information he typed. He said he was supposed to go and meet with Lenchi, but his pastor called him and said not to go or something. Perkins, can you please unmute?
What's it Babode?
Yes, about 2 days ago. Wait, let me explain to you.
Lenchi is already back. He's back already.
He called me that he sent me a message that he's in one hotel in Ikeja. So because since when all these people have started using juju, using sham, now I've turned myself to pastor's son. So I called my pastor there, sir, on this same course. One of our people are around, and he just back from UK. Then I said the man should pray over it for me. That I want to go and meet him. Yes, then the man said, Perkins, don't go. That if you go today, it will affect you. I was like, it will affect me. That he said I should go the next I should just like 2 days. And then I said, I think I'll let you stay in Nigeria. Let me wait that Thursday or Friday. I will go. Today now, I'm on TikTok now. A lot of people are just saying Lenshi this, Lenshi that, Lenshi even that just received a call not quite long. They say everybody that went to Lenshi's side a day for yesterday, that they have recorded them. They have recorded that void. I was like, what is going on? What is Lenshi? What is going on? What is Lenshi doing? All these people are Arifa, Oba.
I did not see Arifa.
All of them.
Yeah, Arifa is in the video there. Arifa was there. Arifa is there. Arifa was the one wearing cap with native. Yeah. Arifa is there.
Wow.
You trust anybody anymore. Nobody can trust anybody or trust anymore.
Olórí burúkú ni wọn ìpè lámà máa gbé wọn ṣẹ́ ń sìn àwọn olófo àbáyé Lenshi fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ni ṣáyé Lenshi fẹ́ bàjẹ́ ṣé Lenshi fẹ́ ṣòfò ni ẹ jẹ́ kó máa lọ tó bá máa lọ kó máa wá distract àwa.
Golden seal.
Kò ní jèrè ibi tó bá wà kò ní jèrè inú sí ẹ bí mi I'm bored since morning.
Golden seal. Even if we are talking about Lenshi, let us tell Lady Iris as well.
Posted with him.
Lady Iris, please, whatever you know that you have
with him and
try to share it.
Why can't he? Okay.
I'm telling you for a fact. Lenchi knows the nurse. I know that for a fact.
When Madam Iris called him, okay, assuming you don't want to explain to us, yeah, I accept. Why can't you explain to Madam Iris? I know Madam Iris don't know how to keep things in her heart. She will come out and let us understand what is going on. Kí ló dé tó fi gbé Madam Iris débẹ̀ ẹ rí pé lórí burúkú Lenshi ayé lẹ́sìn ilẹ̀ máa bàjẹ́ níbi tó bá wà ní gbogbo ẹni tó bá nípa nígbà justice ogun máa fẹ́ jẹ́ gbogbo yín wẹ̀ what is to go peacefully don't disturb us má jẹ́ kó rí máa fọ́ wa we don't need them anybody that want to go kókó rí burúkú kókó ṣì lọ a máa gbé wọn ṣépè ní o èpè ní gbogbo anybody tó bá fẹ́ ṣorí burúkú máa bá a ní. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan? Èwo ní English orí burúkú Papariano allowed him to speak those things. Tó ń sọ láàárọ̀ yẹn tó ń sọ òṣèré náà ń sọ̀rọ̀.
Confused. I will not lie to you because I know I wrote a comment. I said Papariano. I know you are as confused as I am.
And I saw your comment and I left because òṣèré ló ń sọ yẹn. Tí wọ́n bọ́ sókè lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn, máa gbé ṣépè ní àbókùn fẹ́ pa Lenshi ibi tó wà ní. Ayílála fẹ́ ju ẹ̀wẹ̀ ni.
Intentionally.
Kò ní jèrè ibi tó bá wà yẹn.
Papa Momo go so that nobody go disturb.
That's nonsense now. Ṣé yóò rí nǹkan tó ń ṣe láàárọ̀? You can see now mo force láti walk away.
Say that again, Mr. Is that Christian speaking?
Yes,
okay, send WhatsApp, please. When you send your message, inbox me your number.
I was saying it that since why I was telling other people that Lenshi think bad body. I was saying that Lenshi think bad body. Why I say so because he refused to let the nurse come out and speak. He said anybody better be nurse in me. Everybody buruku no deni jerry. Is there anybody go to be nurse lọ́wọ́ me? Why is he telling people not to ask her, not to ask him about the nurse? I to be around for me ever since that I started suspecting that lension. Surely ogunfefe je we nbi tó wà ni. He's not coming now. He's trying to twist the story in the morning. If you listen carefully to him, he was twisting all the story up and down, package the story like we are going to accept and we are going to leave Wunmi, or we're going to. Who is Lenshi? Tani Lenshi Nwaye? Who is Lenshi? Who know Lenshi?
Good evening. Sorry, I just want to talk for 2 seconds and go down. Good evening. I just want to talk for 2 seconds and go down. Do we have to be swearing all the time? Do we have to be swearing all the time? Why can't we just make sense of everything? Wọ́n
deserve any. Wọ́n deserve any.
We need to have patience sometimes. We need to have patience sometimes.
Yeah, good.
Let me let you all the times. We need to take it. Okay,
Layo, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll take responsibility for that. I'll take responsibility for that.
Yes, she came out today to talk. Why can't we just give him time? Maybe he's tired because he just what he's saying today.
If he's tired, he should take a break. Anybody that is tired, take a break.
If he's tired,
take a break.
He shouldn't be lying.
He should not come and be lying.
Miss Goldson, please mute. Layo, well, I'm sorry, Layo.
No, I'm not sorry for what I said. Mr. Layo, Madam Layo, if you go back go and block your ear or go to somewhere else.
Everybody.
If you're not comfortable with it, then go. Àwọn tó bá ti wùwẹ̀ ẹ̀pọ̀ máa gbè pé àwọn tó bá ti wùwẹ̀ ìpele pé máa mú ṣé wọ́n wùwẹ̀ ìpè ni.
Betrayal kò ní dá fún betrayal.
Ṣé wọ́n wùwẹ̀ ìpè ni? Ṣé wọ́n wùwẹ̀ ìpè ni Láyọ̀? Tí wọ́n bá wùwẹ̀ ìpè máa fún ẹ lépè tó bá wùwẹ̀ ìpè. Ògún ló máa pa àṣẹ. Ayélujára ló máa fẹ́ jẹ ìwẹ̀ àṣẹ.
Let's calm down. Tension ti wà, please, everybody, please. Everybody, let me say something.
Ṣé wọ́n wùwà ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ni?
Oh my God.
Láyọ̀ tó bá wùwà ọ̀dàlẹ̀ máa bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀dàlẹ̀ máa ń dalẹ̀.
You see, the other time I said it. Don't forgive me. I don't mean disrespect. You are part of this as well, because when you said I have some information, but I cannot share it.
You guys should listen to what Lenshi said this morning.
If you guys don't want to come online anymore, don't come online. Don't.
No, I shared the information I have. I told you for a fact.
Madam Mary is saying, sorry, Madam Mary.
If you say you have some information, but you are not privileged to say it, that is not fair.
I said it already.
It's like you guys are playing us. It's like take us for a joke.
Lenshi knows the nurse for a fact.
So why is he now lying?
I said it. And I said that.
That's what he did. He went to Nigeria. Madam Mary, what he did.
That everybody that went to see him was recorded. What about the one this guy just told us?
Madam Mary, I'm not the one I'm dragging.
Yeah, he just said that.
I'm talking about Lenshi.
But what I'm saying.
He fixed the camera on his shirt.
Let's calm down.
There's a camera on his shirt.
Let's calm down.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí ti kọjá dáradára o. Ó lè ti kọjá calm down o.
Camera on his shirt.
Of course now, there is. Okay, hold on. In the midst of people, right? How is he going to be recording them and they will know that it was recording? On his shirt, you know all these button that is camera.
Think about it now. We are all human. Let's think.
Because he was trying to get enough evidences to him. Even Arifa, even Westo, probably if they saw him, he was trying to get enough information from all these people. And the same person that is getting information refuses and saying that I have not spoken to nurse, so I didn't see nurse, so but you saw other people.
Ó lè jẹ́ pé ìyàwó ẹ̀ gangan ni nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn. Ó lè jẹ́ pé girlfriend ẹ̀ ni nọ́ọ̀sì yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ síbi tọ́rọ̀ wà now.
Are we playing?
You guys just come online and tell us nonsense about something. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, baby.
I cannot get to your inbox. Please go to my DM.
every time you come online, listen,
on WhatsApp, please.
every time Lenshi come
Okay, I
online,
will.
Lenshi
I
will
will.
always drink prime boy,
Put in the
prime boy,
floor, I
prime
will.
boy, prime boy, lo mama drag. Why? And he left the nurse behind. He's not even dragging women. He's not dragging no. He's not dragging the nurse. He's not dragging women. He's not dragging Darosha. Ọ̀tọ̀ làwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ṣàwọ̀ orí wa ò ṣó fẹ́ máa finger brain wa ni. Tábà lè máa drag àwọn èèyàn kan who is Lenshin tá a lè máa drag. Kò make sense ẹ jẹ́ ká má máa ṣojú ayé. Èmi ò kí ń ṣojú ayé bí mo ṣe wà yìí. I have to say it the way it is.
I greet everybody in the house.
Wọ́n bọ́ sókè wọ́n sọ fáwa pé ká má máa sọ pé kinní kan. Tí wọ́n bá wùwẹ̀ ìpele pé máa bẹ́ẹ̀ jà. Ẹni tó bá wùwẹ̀ ìpele pé máa mọ́.
Okay, Miss Golden Seal. Okay, hold on. Let's hear someone, Miss Minia. Yes.
It's me, Mr. Akpakpa. It's me, Mr. Akpakpa, the PG man.
Mr. Where is Peculiar? Peculiar, it's been a while I saw the name Peculiar. Hello, how are you?
For one thing, I noticed, I better make I speak my PG English more than not verse. One thing when I noticed for this whole team, not to like mark pressure for this guy Lenchi. One time, Simo take that camera stuff. You know, see this guy don't go far from Nigeria for long, and he also want to, he also protect himself too. So more I not just like drag that camera stuff. More boy, but more forget about that camera. For him to come like on the talk differently. More we see notice maybe himself because this case of mohbad not be with the way we dey look and not be like so it be. As I say, don't evolve or Legushi. Those guys they can do anything for anybody, and himself don't cast himself when they go Nigeria. So in a one person with them front for this issue say he wants stand for justice. So I beg more like our reason one way say he know wetin dey sup. Boku na calm down, more never dey drag am. But anybody when they against justice for mohbad for real, he go pay with his life put. That one for sure. So you guys should calm down. Let's just
Let's cool off with something. Let's cool off with this. Let me just
okay.
Hold on,
Okay, mommy, Madam Eris, please, permit me, please, 1 minute, please, ma. What did you say the last time that Lenshin, gbogbo wọn yẹn náà ló wá fún yín now? We know what we did. It has drag, back to back in Lenshin. What you show? People are not here that we should leave Lenshin to be. No. We should
okay, hold on.
You like sentiment though.
Let me say something. Hold on, please. Undisputed, let me quickly say one thing. Golden Seal, don't let's waste time.
Justice ni Lenshin.
Hold on. Okay, fine. Don't let us waste time. Golden Sea, please hold on. Let us, this is Wisdom Talk with our Lady Aries. Don't let us waste our energy on Lenchi. Let me play something. Whatever Lenchi is saying, I can summarize it. There are some powers that be that are really, really fighting so hard. It is from Samilari, Naira Marley, Elegushi, Sanwo-Olu, all of them. If you look at all of them, Nigeria is being controlled presently by APC, and all of them, Elegushi is the president's boy. Sanwo-Olu is the president's boy. All of them. So it's more or less like you scratch my back. I've been saying it since September 13. I've been saying it. And there's a group that were trying to publish some things in the newspaper, and then almost all the newspaper have a standing order now not to publish anything concerning Liam and Elegushi together in one article. And let me play a voice note for you. Let's divert from Lenchi for a minute and play a voice note. Where's my WhatsApp? Okay. So, and I also played a clip from someone that used to be, I think they say he used to be Oba Elegushi, one of the stewards at the palace, who said how the placenta arrived at the palace, everything he knows about it. We can play that one later, but listen to this from the editorial. Let me put the voice. Hold on. Let me first of all, so that we don't have to voice playing. Emma Bino mi o good nu pa kini dada o. Okay. Oh, actually, I just got a message from Lenchi. It's,
You know if you know wetin I don't do for this story now. You serve na editor of a publication now, right? Say you no go know if your reporter won't outsmart you. You go know now. I almost landed myself in trouble twice from last week. I sent you the screen of Kojikwe. I filed it. I tried again and again. So àwọn people yẹn náà funny. Tó bá fẹ́ ṣe press release kan wá stronger angle jàre. Wọ́n ti investigate Sam Larry àti Naira Marley. Elegushi ti sọ pé òun ò mọ̀ wọ́n rí. So those are the points my editors are raising. The police, Sam Larry and Naira Marley are still under investigation. The people that he mentioned in his article, they are still under investigation. They've only been released on bail. They were detained for many weeks. That people are now were even beginning to say, "Oh, they should do it lawfully." That detention was becoming unlawful. They weren't charging them to court. They weren't giving any update. They just held them. So
sorry, guys. A message came in that interrupted. So that was the editorial place. This is the second
a new, fresh angle.
So there's been a standing order.
Stronger angle, like publish autopsy reports now. You know, or they should allege that powerfuls are trying to step down the autopsy reports. You know, something like that. We'll reach out to the Lagos State government for comment. But you understand me, Sha, something stronger. And my editors are saying it. They are saying it in other publications. So one way or the other, they might as well trace that. Why are you bent on publishing this thing? Did you collect money or something like that? So, but just tell them they should demand for the autopsy results. That will be a new, fresh angle.
So the article, a copy of the article was sent to me. I read it and I think it was really very powerful. The article was based on, was wrapped around mohbad's previous petition. It was wrapped around mohbad's previous petition and they ran it by us and said they want to publish this. I was like, okay, fine, no problem. So since last week, and they've been calling the publication company and they kept saying, okay, they're working on it. They had to go and verify the information. And they just got back to them today and told them that they cannot publish it, that there is a standing order. Anybody that publish such a thing will be sanctioned, you know. So that's why they say, okay, they should just they should demand for their autopsy instead of writing an article about Elegushi. They should demand for this. They should demand for that. So whatever Lenchi was saying, it's really just. We all know there are powerful people, and there is none other than Oba Elegushi. So kóra ìlà kò sí nǹkan kan tó anybody ń fàjà. Let's kóra kúrò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ òkọ́là. It's all because of Elegushi. And that is why, if it is just merely because of Samilari, even at the initial stage, I was thinking, okay, maybe Samilari Lolomo, maybe Elegushi Lolomo. If it's just merely Samilari, Elegushi was quick to deny Samilari. So if it is just Samilari Lolomo, I don't think we will be here. It is because Elegushi Lolomo. And this is why I'm going to play the video again. Like I said, Lenchi just responded to me. He said, okay, he will call me. He will call me back. But let me play this video to you again. The battery renew. Hold on.
I'm sure. I am very justice for mohbad. Justice for mohbad. Justice for mohbad. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ mi gbogbo tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́ wa. Tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́ mi mo dẹ̀ kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi gan. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń jà wọ́n justice for mohbad. Àní rí wàhálà ìdààmú ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sí wa lógo ọmọ wa ò ní omi. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ sọ ní wákàtí yìí mo fẹ́ darí ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀. Bàbá kẹ́pẹ́ láyé o, bá wọn tára òwúrọ̀, kẹ́ fi ọwọ́ báyìí kẹ́ fi pawó, kẹ́ fi ìrìgì kẹ́ fi jobi. Bàbá níbi tí ilẹ̀ ti mọ́ wá nù lẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, ẹ̀yin gangan nìránṣẹ́ Elédùmarè. Ẹ dákun, mo fẹ́ sọ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ aráyé pátá lónìí pé ọba Elégùṣì òun ló ní Liam. Tí ọba Elégùṣì bá lè dúró, kémi náà dúró, kí Wùmí ó dúró, ká lọ sí ilẹ̀ Ifẹ̀, ká lọ búra ń bẹ̀, kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà náà dúró tì mí. Tírẹ́tì yìí pọ̀, bọ̀tà wo fọ́ o, àníṣẹ́mi ní padà. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ wípé ní irọ́ ni mò ń pa mọ́ ọba Elégùṣì, kí Ògún lákàáyé kó fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ mi wẹ̀ tí ẹ bá sẹ́yìn lẹ́nu Liam. Kí Ọlọ́run kó bà tèmi jẹ́ tí ẹ bá sẹ́yìn lẹ́nu Liam. Kì í ṣe mohbad ló ní Liam o, nǹkan tó dá mi lójú dọ́ba ni. Gbogbo bí ọmọ yẹn ṣe gbé ibi ọmọ wá sọ́dọ̀ yín, kò sí lè tá a mọ̀ o. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ pé ní irọ́ ni mò ń pa ọmọ yín, káyé mi bàjẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ pé mi ò parọ́ ọmọ yín, ọba Elégùṣì, gbogbo nǹkan tí mò ń fẹ́ nínú ayé yìí, kí Elédùà ojú tó mi lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀mí mi ò sí lọ́wọ́ yín. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ní ọba Elégùṣì ó dá lójú pé kì í sùn lónìí Liam, kó já lọ sí ilẹ̀ Ifẹ̀, kí mi ló láǹfààní àti jáde àti Wùmí ká lọ búra ibi tí ojúmọ́ gbé mọ́ wá, níbi tí àwọn ládéládé wà, níbi tí àwọn lóyè wà. Ẹ̀yin alágbára tẹ́ ń wá justice fún mohbad, ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ọba Elégùṣì, ọba Elégùṣì, ọba Elégùṣì, ìwọ ló ní Liam. Ìwọ ló ní Liam. Gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà pátápátá tí ń bá kúrò mọ́bọ Elégùṣì, kí Ògún lákàáyé kó fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ mi wẹ̀. Nǹkan tí mo mọ̀ ni mò ń sọ yìí o. Hey, okay, justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad.
So let us talk on this one, please. I mean, there's no secrets in this case. Oba Elegushi is the baseline of this case. And Wunmi was initially the type of paperwork we submitted to Interpol and to the embassy was the ones where Wunmi was going to go get her visa through the diplomatic office of the Elegushi. I wish Susan is here. We will have been able to talk more on that. And that is why when we wrote our letters and the Interpol, we were able to specify that, she was going to go. Because, Mohbad got his visa through the promotion, people that, promoters. But Wunmi did not get hers through that means. She went through the diplomatic office of the Elegushi because of Liam. So, we all know this is a very deep case, and we all know this is a very complex. It's very simple, but because of the characters and personalities involved, it becomes very complex. That is why when we were moving fast then and say, we were rushing. Unfortunately, people did not key in then. I will also put it out there for a fact that our son also expressed the same thing to us, that there are powerful people that be in this case. But not to worry, they have dealt with those personalities in the past before. Because even when Falana was in the case, we told the Sun before we contracted them, we said to them, Elegushi Lulomo Liam. I just said it's plain blank. Me mobile sugarcoats anything. Before we even hire them or pay them, we told them Elegushi Lulomo Liam. And we told them Falana was in the case. And we said, what are your thoughts? One of the reasons why we insisted, I have Kudi's show that I wanted to play, but I'm not going to do that anymore, okay? Because it does not make sense dragging anybody, okay? That was why we insisted we have to hire someone, ẹni tó gbóná, tó jẹ́ ògbóǹtarìgì, someone that is well grounded, that is a son, that knows the complexity of this case. Okay, that was why I was saying, Ije Kagba San, Tony, no, kò need. I can play you the videos of Kudi when Kudi actually dragged everybody to her platforms, and Susan and I said no. Me, what doing well is what doing right. I mean, whichever way it's been said. Tension Tiwa. What doing at all is what doing well. So we decided we are going to get someone. And this Professor Smith and Bankole, they have actually had a client that had a fight with Elegushi before, and they won the case. And that was even when Tinubu was the governor of Lagos State. And he had to come into the case, and he said, tó bá ti jẹ́ Smith àti Bankole ni, my hands are tied. He cannot influence them. Because when you have a company and you want to hire somebody in the company here in the United States, you will ask for their references. And when you ask for the references, if you work in human resources, you will compare and see who is going to be a good fit for this job. So when they told us that, and when we saw that, we were like, okay, check one. Then we said, what about, are you intimidated about the Falanas? And they laughed. And they laughed and said, just don't worry. Let us get into this case. Falana is known for activism. Don't worry. They are criminal lawyers. So we were very comfortable and convinced. That was why we kept saying, if I play you Kudi's show then, January 1, when finally they hired this lawyer, and we played the one she did 4 or 5 days last Sunday on Palm Sunday, as a matter of fact, you will see they are word apart. Because she's like, oh, he's not a son. She knew. She knew he wasn't a son. She knew everything she talked about. She's pretending as if she did not know. If you listen to her show that she did then, where she was saying, Mr. Guresi, Emi Ati Bakono Lashi John Rory, in fact, I'm impressed. Then she came back now and said something. They are the one that actually messed this up. From day one, we knew, my group, we knew Elegushi Lulomo, and we knew we are fighting some powerful and mighty people. So we already went ahead and we already did a groundwork. Who is capable? Do you know? Okay, people say, oh, Lady Iris, she talks too much. You don't want to know what, as much as these people are well grounded and they know people. You know, they know people. Before they could get the CTC, it was not a joke. It took almost 5 to 6 weeks with their influence. Àwọn tí bàbá ò tí gbà. And I'm not saying it to bà wọ́n jẹ́. I'm just letting you know that they don't want this. They did not want them in the case. They didn't want the Smith and Bankole in the case. Okay? Even if you go to the inquest that happened this March 20th, they were like, Falana was like, killer in Shelonu Kesi, Talo pay in CB, Talo pay in CB. You are not supposed to be here. The Falana, if go and confirm this from every other host. The Falanon chambers, they're like, anyway, what's here? I want to go to Nkuro in Kesi, and they are signing out anyway. They're like, they felt, the Falana and Falana felt terrified seeing the sight of Barrister Bankole in the inquest or at the inquest. So, I mean, our son also told us, our Lagbara wa in the case, but not to worry. They will do their best. And let me tell you, in the courts of law, they will go by evidence. Forget Lenchi does not have our evidence in his hands. When we came up to Papriano is my favorite. I can't keep. He's a damn good scientist. I don't know if he's a damn good, but his platform is the best. The best. Forget sentiment. And about 7 weeks ago, after they went to Berekete, when we said, let us do our private autopsy, we needed consent from Baba. There's no way Smith and Bankole will be able to do the autopsy. I came to Papriano's platform about 7 weeks ago. Sele attacked me. Select the essay Abi Olusho. He attacked me. This is scam. He's this. Berekete is a billionaire. We would have our own result by now. When we
Madam Eris, sorry I interject you. It's because Berekete said he doesn't need anybody's money, he doesn't need anybody's lawyer. He said it and everybody hear it. You understand? If anybody is not coming in, so that is the reason why everybody disagree. We disagree to agree. That one is normal.
I understand, but the thing is, there is what they call. I kept saying, we all cannot put all our eggs in one basket. We need to diversify. And this is what we should always do in our daily lives. Diversify. Even when we want to travel, sometimes we will say, no, don't even let us take one flight. So that gbogbo family kan ní parun lójú kan. You diversify. That's what Yorùbá ní gbogbo a ò lè sùn ká kọrí síbì kan náà. I said, what if Berekete will do what Oriyomi did after about 2 weeks? Why didn't we hire the right person for the job? In fact, do you guys want me to break your bubbles? Smith and Bankole, they were supposed to be the people that will start the initial inquest way back in October. They said, no, we're going to go with David, who is pro bono, free of charge. I don't like anything free. I say it all the time because I want to have control. And if you give me something that is free, I cannot complain that, this bottle of water, I don't like it. It's like, I just decided to bring you water for the picnic. You are complaining. Then go get yours. But if I don't want this brand, I want that brand, I will have to go and buy the brand I want myself. And that's how I run my business. That's how I run my life. Now, they brought us David. He messed up. Darosha, not Darosha. Prime Boy will have come last time. It was the error of David. A lot of people think, the council inquest, the scandal, they did it. No. I know better. We know better. It was an error that David, Baba's lawyer, made. That was why Prime Boy did not come before the inquest was closed. What I'm saying was actually confirmed by African TV one day on Papriano's show. But we are very sentimental versus factual. We missed it. We think it's from the government. I want scam one Jackie Prime Boy. But
Madam Mary, sorry to interject you. Because
Go
we're
ahead.
counting 11 days from now, isn't it? And with
Yes.
all we've heard from Lenchi today, I think we should be hitting the nail on the head. What is the way forward? What is the way forward? That is what I think, that because we all saw it today, we all heard it today, and we're counting 11 days from now. So what is our target? What is our way forward? Because time is not waiting for anybody.
I know.
What is our way forward?
Any Mr. Bayo, unmute your mic and give your submission. What do you think is our way forward? Is it there or is it busy? It's normal busy time. Please unmute. You've been here all day and you've not even spoken a word.
Yes, I slept, I woke up.
Okay, go ahead. Speak to us, please.
Actually, I knew I was on Papariano when Lenchi was there. I didn't really understand what he was saying. I was there when he left. So, but
What
I
are you
heard you people.
expecting from the inquest?
Ma'am, the truth is this. Based on what you people have been saying, I think I was able to pick one or two things that they said. Wumi ma learning next week at the ma one day. As in, I was now thinking in my head, is Wumi really leaving the country? Then me too, at that point, if she's really going, I don't want to say I relent, because I don't know what to do with a system that has failed. I won't lie to you. When the system fails, there's no need for prayer. Does not do everything. I tell people in Nigeria, you'll be in Nigeria, you'll be praying, pé Olúwa, owó tó bí tẹ́ ẹ̀rọ kan ré sí àti bí tẹ́ ẹ̀rọ kan ré sí, kẹ́ bá rè ń bẹ̀. There is nothing like that in abroad. You work towards things. The system does not work. I don't know what to do. So if anybody has any suggestion on what to do or how to move forward, fine. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want
Okay,
to say
thank you for your submission. Anybody that have anything to say to us, Titus, are you there? You can unmute and way forward, please. Way forward.
Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I was listening as well on Papariana to. I was listening on Papariana to Lench's submission and all that. Everyone's angry. Everyone is upset. It's understandable. Way forward, since Lenchi does not want to, let us know exactly what's going on, we should try to find out ourselves. He's saying he's put the work in his own self and he's not willing to share. Well, the similar thing that he's done, somebody else can do. Try to contact the father. We can, instead of dragging Lenchi right now, just take it calm with him and we just get as much as we can of him so he can hand over, even if it's just the contact of certain people related to the nurse. A few suggestions were made on Papariano in terms of the nurse, puts in a statement down, a evidence down with, I don't know, someone or maybe with Berekete or something, so that it's secure just in case. And we should see how we can also make sure she shows up at the next inquest. Anything else concerning that area, I really don't know what else, I believe Berekete is also watching. I'm sure he knows how important this nurse is to the case. So we should just still stay calm and all this noise. The noise will just cause more distraction and more delay, like a previous speaker said. There's no need for it. So Lenchi is not going the direction we would like. Let's try to get what we need from him and just leave him to one side, if that's the case. But I believe he has his own tactics, and his tactics might not just be working with us. That's all. I don't want to write him off right now.
But
Can I say something, Madam Harris?
to my mind now. Now I think we were expecting Lenty to give us the picture of the nurse.
He has always refused, and he will not.
Okay, and I think Westo too should have the picture, because I know there was a lady on Lenty's platform. I was there on the panel. She posted it on her wall, and I screen munched it. She said that's the nurse picture. Her name is
A lot of different pictures has been coming out. A lot of different pictures have been coming out about the nurse. So I don't believe in those pictures.
I think right now we need more than a picture.
If we want to see the picture, we should go to Panti. The pictures are there, But
I don't even think there's anything the picture is going to do.
We just go for
What is right now we need more than a picture.
Messi Idris titles.
Let's see if we are able to establish the fact, if we have the evidence that mohbad died on Monday, we don't even need the nurse, even though she will go down or whatever she came to do, she will go down for that. But we nurse about abanity nurse. You see, not to be by this website.
Because, ma'am, I'm so sorry for everything. I will be mixing it because it's in Kamilara. You see, from the foundation to the top, Bani problem foundation no. I don't know. Because boy Amaduro Tinubu kúrò ńbẹ̀ ni o. Mi lè parọ́ fún yín.
We are going to
kò sí nǹkan tó ní pé kí police IG kó má lè dá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Àwa là ń unravel nǹkan tó yẹ kọ́lọ́pàá. Èmi fúnra mi as a person, I've become a very intelligent investigator. What I never knew I can do. Is a new talent that I discovered. It's not nice.
No,
imagine. We are in a country that we are not safe. We want to run out. We want to run away. We want to japa. Is it nice?
Hello, Iris.
By the way, let me throw something out there. They said part of loot burnt down today. Is that true? And then I hope that's not where mohbad is. Is that where mohbad is? Mohbad is at Ikorodu, right?
I don't know what these people are trying to come up
mommy,
with.
Hold on, no. Let's, apart from mohbad's case, let's warn every of our kids. Let's warn our younger ones. Stop mingling with irresponsible people. Mohbad knew Wumi's family before he went to involve. Look at Wumi is on the run now. She wants to leave.
I
just can't warn another life not to endanger themselves in such family.
Me, I'm still thinking it. How can Wumi leave when there is corona inquest? This Wumi,
even if she did not leave Messi Idris, even if she did not leave, who are those shielding her?
I don't believe that's true, really. Because how can she leave when the man she called her husband is still inside?
And even if she did not leave Messi Idris, who are those people shielding this girl?
But remember, though, let me say something. Remember, Karimo said something. If they said they won't bury their son because of DNA, go and do Sahara. If you want to come by
Baby, Mohbad, I wish this can be reversed. Ori won tan, o ti mọ̀ wọ́n ti pẹ́. Àwa ṣe mọ̀ wọ́n for the past 6 months ni. Ìwọ fúnra rẹ̀ rí wọn. Bàbá Mohbad náà rí wọn, ìyá Mohbad náà rí wọn. Báwo lèèyàn ṣe máa lọ mingle pẹ̀lú àwọn yẹn? Ẹ wo gbogbo ayé bó ṣe kọ̀yìn sí wọn. Ṣé family làwọn yẹn? Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ tòótọ́ fúnra wa. Mo máa ń lọ sí comment anywhere tó máa ti post, even gbogbo àwọn tó ń fight for justice, tí wọ́n ń fight anti justice, tó máa ti post kíní Karimot, ẹ lọ wo, kẹ́ lọ wo comment abẹ́. Àwọn yẹn gbogbo náà ń pè ní ẹni táyé ti kọ̀yìn sí. It's so painful.
Yes, okay, go ahead, Mr. Christian.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I just want to say that, first of all, when I said that I congratulate the Yoruba people for standing up to Mohbad's case, it's not that I was just making it to be a Yoruba case.
Oh
I
no,
just want
we
to make that
understand
correction,
that.
first of
That's
all.
okay.
Yeah.
No,
Then
nobody.
number two.
That one
Remember
don't pass now.
last time we spoke here, I made some suggestion that because when we come like this, we just talk about everything, and at the end of the day, there is nothing that we hold on point. I made some suggestion last time that there should be someone who is jotting down some of the things that we are saying, and we should be on point. Last time I suggested that you should try and see how to get in touch with Baba Mohbad, and to also get in touch with Berekete.
I called.
I don't know whether.
According to your, if you want me to post it, I can post it on my wall. I called Berekete last week Thursday after we spoke. I called Friday. I did not call Monday. I did not call Sunday stroke Monday. I called. Where is my phone? I even called last night. My phone were not picked up. I don't know if, and I spoke to, after I didn't get through, I actually spoke to Mr. Aristocrat. I said, I want to talk to Bereket because of A123 or ABCD. And he actually told me to send an email. And I will send the email tomorrow because I couldn't get through. So if I tell you I'm following through, I did. I didn't get through. Now, regarding Baba, I don't think calling Baba really doesn't have the um I don't want to offend anybody, but I don't think Baba is the right person to call. But on Palm Sunday, I was privileged to speak with the legal teams. I spoke to Kuresi, I spoke to the not pastor, Barrister Odumusu, the Baba legal team. I spoke to them on Palm Sunday. And for the past 2 days, let me see. I can tell you specifically. I called, I called Gureshi. Let me see. I can tell you specifically. I have it on my phone. I'll tell you when I called Gureshi. Gureshi. I called him Monday at 3 p.m., 3:05 my time. I called at 3:15 my time. Tuesday, I called at 2:45 a.m. my time. That would be because I call in the afternoon my time, so that would be night his time. He didn't pick up, so I decided to wake up early on Tuesday. I mean, this past Tuesday again, I call at 2:45 my time. Maybe trying to catch him at a different time. He did not pick up. Then yesterday, I'm reading from my phone. Okay, I can screenshot it and post it on my wall. Yesterday, I called at 2:06 a.m. Yesterday. Then yesterday, I left a message. Let me read the message. I said, Gracie, good morning. I have been trying to reach you for updates, but you have never picked up. I hope all is well and everything is going on fine. Okay, kindly try and get in touch. Lady Aries, thanks. He did not pick up. Okay, he did not pick. He saw it because there's double blue checks. No response, no call. Then I called today. I think I called today again, sometimes at around about 12 o'clock this afternoon. If you don't believe me, I can screenshot it and put it on my wall. And I think I called Udumosu, Barrister Udumosu. Let me see if I have my call log for him. I mean, I just want to fulfill all righteousness and say, okay. And I called Lenchi. Lenchi sent me, I said, can you please call me? Thanks. He said, okay. Lenchi responded to me because, like I said, I missed Lenchi's call on Sunday. And I called Barrister Udumosu once.
Okay. Lady Aries, can I suggest one thing? I don't know if it's possible.
Go
Just
ahead.
a quick one.
Please, can I finish?
Yeah, you can. Don't worry. Carry on. I'll speak after you.
So I mean, my hands are tied. I can only do as much as I can. I mean,
No,
it's just one thing.
this is only if you have someone based in Nigeria that can basically show up at Berekete instead of calling. Because
If I was going to see, and that's a good one. And I thought about it. And if you remember what I said I kind of brainstormed with Mr. Aristocrat, who advised that I send an email, number one. And I also was trying to see, I am Ayinke Ade. I think live close by to Berekete. I was hoping maybe if I'm able to see her or talk to her on one of the panel or when we are on the panel, I'll see if she can go there, and when she's there, she will call me and I'll be able to speak to Berekete.
yeah.
So
Secondly, you said you've got the CTC, right?
oh, that's been a while back. Yeah, we have it.
Yeah.
Yes.
As
We
in, I know
treated
you
it.
have
I
it.
went through all the CTC. We went through everything, when we first
Okay.
got it that week. We went through it. Yeah.
Okay.
And at the IPO Mohammed, the one that said, because when I saw that petition from Prime Boy to IPO Mohammed, I went through the CTC and I saw that his name is actually Yusuf Mohammed and he's the chief IPO or
Yeah.
the Ogasha. I don't know if they use the word chief, but he's the Oga IPO. And then
As in,
his name is there.
As in,
Yes, I have a copy.
the thing I picked up on Lynch's speech was okay. He knows the truth, and the truth has set him free, and he's been selfish with that truth. So, like I said, if we can get somebody to go to Brekete, and find out exactly or what he's found out, so and obviously give him some information that can help, with the next inquest concerning the nurse, and see how he can help as well.
I know my partner, Susan, is probably sleeping. Oh, hold on. This is Queen. I don't know. Hold on, guys, please. Hello, Queen. Yeah. Yeah, Rockini, I called because of that stuff. I called you because of that thing you are working on. I'm on live now. If you want to come live, but we talk about it later when I'm on live. Okay, ma. Yeah, I'll call you back so we can talk about it. I'm on live. Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
And
yeah, good evening.
that is
Good
actually
evening.
Queen. Queen, Queens. Oh my, Faja Gidi go when it comes to Tobrisky. Have it top movie there, Lulu Kwe.
Okay, Lady Harris, good evening. Good evening, long
Good
time.
evening, man. Good evening. Yes,
Yeah,
man. Good evening.
yes, yeah, I'm sure you know who is on the line. You know who is
Not
talking.
really, but I know that
Yeah.
it's Justice for Mohbad Shah.
Okay, that is my. I was actually using my other phone, which is
Mama Eze. Who?
Hospital Law TV.
Oh, okay. Okay. My Paji Gongon. Yeah.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, first
Good
of all,
evening,
loot
man.
did not. Loot. There is no part of loot that got burnt, and Mobad is a military hospital, not
Yeah,
not
somebody
loot.
confirmed that. Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah,
you
just
can't take anything past these people. Thank you for that confirmation. Our eyes are on them. We keeping our eyes. When I
and
saw
there's no problem.
the Kinong police Epito that died, yeah, I had to quickly
Mm,
go to the CTC to see if his name is part of the people listed in the CTC, but his name was not
okay.
there. I mean, that does not mean he's not part of the case, but at least his name was not there. So I was like, okay,
Yeah,
it's not part
yeah.
of the case for now. So the ones that are for justice are being eradicated one by one. So
Okay, it's
thank you
for
for that
me the way
clarification.
forward. For me, the way forward. What I think we should do. I think we need to petition the coroner inquest
That's been done.
that all the people involved should not should not travel. They have to be on ground. And then they can, I'm still wondering why the legal team have not actually, like, kind of, they need to
to write a petition against Wunmi as a suspect because she is a suspect. They need to write that petition and she will not go. She
Can I
should not
please give
travel.
you an assignment? If you can go to maybe Westo Arifa's platform, those platforms you will meet Andy, you will meet Gracie, you will meet people like Kilo Olayide. They will be able to help in that area. I have really tried, and they don't come to my platform, and I don't know how to pass the message across. I can type
No,
it
they
to
need to,
Gracie
okay,
also. I will type
because
it
they
to
need to
Gracie
petition
also as
so that they
Lady
go,
Iris,
yeah, they
Lady
need to
Iris,
petition the police. They need to petition
yeah.
and then the
The
coroner
police, the
inquest.
IPO police has been petitioned. I know
Okay.
with the magistrates, letter has been sent to her. I saw some publications in the newspaper
Okay.
regarding her actions and
Okay.
inactions. Her actions
Okay.
and her inactions. So I
And
saw
then
some
and
something
then another thing that they need to make a press conference concerning that this Wunmi that wants to elope now. They need to
that will
have a
be in.
press conference
That's a good
as
one. I
fast
can
as
also put
yes, as
that in
fast
my
as
text
possible.
message to Gracie.
Yes, they need to. Yes, they have to invite all the electronic media. They need to do that as fast as possible. That this is what we hear. This is what she's trying to do. And even this guy that said he has already run away. That's a Darusha.
Darusha.
Darusha can be extradited. Yes, if
Yeah,
he's found
Darusha has
wanting.
been petitioned though by Mr.
They
Aloba.
can even wherever she can. They can extradite him back to Nigeria.
Yeah.
They can. They
Yeah,
can.
of course, of
And
course.
then what I listened to that guy, that Lynch, this I was just passing by Paparano. To me, everything what that guy was saying does not make sense to me. It
And I
doesn't
said
really
so
make
too.
sense. To me, is empty. It's just
Yeah.
bragging and ranting. I'm sorry to say that. It doesn't make sense. It's just annoying and nauseating to me. He doesn't have any information. He has not done anything. All he does is just gallivanting, traveling around, saying this and that. I don't know him. And to me, I don't think he has something to offer because there is no sense in everything he has. He was just trying to, it was even complicating himself. I don't know. That's my own opinion.
Somebody said
Because
he just came back from Nigeria, so maybe jet lag, but we have actually moved past that.
doesn't matter.
Just,
Coming back from Nigeria does not matter. And he said he has known the truth. And he already, me, believe boy.
it's
But
okay.
I believe we will get that justice. I don't know. I have that. My instinct tells me we will get the justice, and he will
So
say
also is mine, but I'm always up and
just that
down.
they
Some
need to
days I
work
have strong
harder.
feelings. Some days yeah, hold on. I'm like Mobad. Please show us the direction to the justice, please. But it's okay. Is Mr. Bayo available? Thank you very much, Josie. Thank you. Justice, not
Iris,
Josie. Thank
I
you.
was talking before people interrupted me. I had not finished my submission.
Okay, sorry, sir. Please go ahead.
Now, with regards to the way forward, just like Justice was just mentioning, I was going to suggest again that, you know, I think I mentioned last time, there were a number of things that I proposed, talking about like publication. You are saying that they say they don't want any publication from any newspaper, but they can send those information to other newspaper in other countries, neighboring countries, for them to publish it. Even in America, they can get contacts there that can publish it, even on social media. It must not necessarily be on the news, on the on the print paper in Nigeria or in Lagos, but they can send it to other newspapers in other cities or in other states in Nigeria. It must not necessarily only be printed in Lagos.
You are very
Then
correct, sir.
number two, this issue of press conference. I mean, the legal team is supposed to be having what we call debriefing, And maybe that is what we are supposed to be doing here, than to be coming here and arguing and arguing and arguing. We should be doing what we call debriefing, where we give information and say, okay, this is what we think we can be able to attack now. This is the way forward, like what we are trying to do now. The next way forward is to say that the legal team can be able to hold a press conference. The press conference must not necessarily call journalists all over the place, like make the place look rowdy. They can be in a room and call discreetly, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 journalists, and then they come, they speak their mind and say everything what they are thinking. Like this issue of saying that Wumi is trying to elope, whether that Russia has already moved out. Those are things that are unimaginable. You cannot just say and be assuming things. We must have concrete information. And if it is an information or it's a rumor, we must try and make the authorities know that we are informed or we are having rumors. For us to be able to attack rumors is also part of legality. We are hearing that this and this and this is happening with regards to this our case. So please, authorities, be mindful that whether these people they go to heaven, we will inform God to send them back in Lagos. So no reason for allowing them to be able to go out of the country. No reason, because they can be extradited, just like Justice mentioned a while ago. Because this is a criminal case. It's a criminal case which is extremely serious. So I am sure that now that you mentioned that the lifeless body of Mohbad is at the military hospital, at the military morgue, then I am a little bit comfortable, because in my country, the military hospital, the treatment there is a little bit different from other civil hospital, and the security there is a little bit different. So if his body is at the military hospital, I want to imagine that the state is aware, the government is aware of the seriousness of the matter, So we should take advantage of all of these things and continually put pressure on the government, because the bone of contention here is that the powers that be are holding justice from being done immediately as a result of people who are linked up with the powers that be in the matter, who are involved in the matter. I don't need to be calling names. So those are the things that we are supposed to be doing. And then number 3, I think that we should also try as much as possible, to participate in that in the live program of Berekete. We must not necessarily get them maybe off program. If we know their program days, we can call through their live program, and then try to be able to make inquiry and then inform the Honorable President that we will want to talk with him with regards to certain things privately. And then probably from there we can be able to get his contact. In as much as Baba Mohbad is concerned, I am not too sure that we can be able to talk with him directly. What I suggested last time was that we should be able to get to his legal people around him also, be able to see how we can be able to converge our ideas to be able to make sure that pressure is continually put with regards to all these other suspects, because there are lots of people who are involved in this thing. Lots of people. And that is one of the reasons why the thing is not going faster, because, and then another thing is that the hands that are there are heavy, like all of us know. So let us do this thing systematically. And then each time that we come on live, we are coming to you to present what we have done, and then we look for the way forward. And then if there are other things like the case of Lenchi, it can only come probably at the end of the discussion. But if things like this come up from the beginning of the discussion, it distracts a lot of us and then get everybody so tense. And then at the end of the day, we go out without having a lot something tangible that we are holding on. And then I mentioned also that I don't know who is available with your team there, who can be available live with you, and then for you to be taking down notes. You are there to play some voice note. You are there to control who comes on in the box, and all that is heavy for you. I know that. So if you can get somebody in your team to be live, who can be able to be part of the coordination of the live program, So the person is taking down notes with some salient points that we are trying to raise here. So that's what I wanted to just submit for now.
Thank you. Oh, well, today I've forgotten.
Said yes, they said they write to different embassies about Wumi traveling. That there's no way Wumi can travel without those migration question her for one things of the other, because like that embassies now, if you go for interviewed and they try to ask her some question, if she have a case, they will know, because they will definitely ask her why is she leaving the country, and her name is everywhere, not only Nigeria but all over the world. And I'm very sure that some of those migration, if they type that always listen to news, they will know that there's something going on. You understand? So I don't believe that will mean jackpot or something like that. But I shouldn't say like that. I shouldn't just say that. Even if at all Wumi want to jackpot, even if at all Wumi also traveled, when if we can if Wumi can be found wanted, they will return her back to her country because he have a case. There is
Yes.
nowhere you go for asylum, and when she got there, if Wumi is being placed wanted, that particular country will tell her to go and face and settle her case, then she can come back. They will
Yes.
definitely return her back. Yes,
Good
so
point.
we should just put our mind at rest. Even if she traveled, she will declared wanted, and then they will return her back to the country and face the consequences, or face everything that the case that she has with her. That is that. The another thing I want to call our attention on is the police. We need to be dragging those police apart from the police as being a petition. We still need to be dragging them. This
Yes.
dragging of a thing, some people look at it that we're just making noise. No, when we drag, they feel it. They can sense it. Honestly, it's not as if this mohbad case has turned a lot of us to another version of us.
That's
You
true.
understand? All the name we want justice. All the name we want justice. And how can we get the justice? It's not by just you just be playing gentle. All these people, they don't need gentleness. When we started from the beginning, everybody was gentle, trying to be calm, explaining, but this is not working out. They're not listening. We need to continue dragging those police to do the right thing. If the police can do the right thing, we will not be here talking. It's because they are not doing the needful.
That's
If the
true.
police are actually doing the needful, like that Obaile Gushi now could have been, they could have arrested Elegushi and for questioning what happened to, because they are being bribed, conspiracy, corruption, different things. That's the reason why we are still here right now. So we
Hmm.
have to continue talking, dragging them until they listen. I know they can listen. And why, what's it called, what's the name of this man, Brekete, I think the reason why Brekete did not pick your call or answered you, maybe he's waiting for that 10 weeks. But we shouldn't give up here, because that Brekete, I'm seeing him, he keeps to his time. The 10 weeks has been
This
given
that
to
week
us.
should be next
We have
week on the
few.
15th.
Yeah, thank you, ma. So very soon we will get that accurate time. Then we'll be looking for the response of Brekete. But I know that Brekete is working. He's working. Because it's
That's
quiet does not mean he's not doing anything. He's doing things. Okay, look at that man. Look at that commissioner of police that some people killed and they hang him at the same time. Do we know the mission? Do we know why they did that to that man? They're trying all their possible best to block all the necessary ways that we're going to get for we not to get this justice. That is all what they are trying to do. So we will not feel relent. We shouldn't feel relent. We should just keep hoping. Like what
that's
one of my
fine.
justice said, that we're going to get this justice, and that is for sure. It might be rough. It might be rough now, and it
I
might really
always say,
stress us, but we're going to get that justice for sure.
Amen.
So whosoever wants to
Amen.
go can go peacefully, but they should not come and put something, addition, stressing people's brain, cracking people's mental health. It's not nice. We should
Yeah.
just be focused. I know
Thank
for
you very
sure
much.
that, because that Darosha, thank you, bro. That Darosha should be that Darosha. They're supposed to get that Darosha arrested by now. What is Darosha still walking around for? This actually tells that evil Wumi that is saying, I want justice for my husband, I want justice for my husband. Which justice is Wumi looking for now? He's trying all as possible best to leave the country. That's it. She doesn't want the justice. They've shared the trophy, they've clapped for themselves, and they've raised their hands up as a winner. So what else? But I know that I know God will surely give us this justice. I hope in Him.
Amen.
Then
Amen.
every other thing we can keep moving and keep focusing.
Amen.
And that Ọba Elegushi oníbàtà ìsọnù Bákadéyẹlé ò sọnù Elegushi, a whole king with crown, odidi ọba aládé. You
Okay.
are not bold enough
Maybe very
to
soon.
do something I say
Ve-
you did.
Very soon we will be dragging Oniru. We will be dragging on it to help us talk to him. We'll be dragging them to talk to him. What are our pastors doing? What are our pastors doing in this case? I mean, it's
I
just so
don't know. God bless you.
complex.
I don't know those pastors doing. I don't know what they are doing. Later they will be saying, Ọlọ́run ríran, àwọn ríran. Ìran wo lẹ ń rí? Ẹ ń ríran. You are not seeing on this justice for Mohbad now. It is later you guys will come out and say God reveal something to you. Now you guys are not seeing anything now. You are not seeing the way forward on this
That
justice for
that
Mohbad.
was the same thing. That was the same
Ọlọ́run
thing I
ọba.
asked yesterday on the platform of was it Operano or the platform of Arifa, I think so. I was asking what are the pastors doing? What are the pastors doing? What are the celebrities doing at this point in time? You know? So all those things, we have to be dragging them. We have to drag the pastors, drag the police, drag everybody draggable.
Yeah, the police
They can
number
only
one on the
listen to
list.
pressure. In this matter,
Police
the
number
people
one
can
on the
only
list.
respond to pressure.
The police
When
are
there is
number
no
one on the
pressure,
list,
the
though. I'm
African
telling
leadership will
you.
not respond.
What did Abayo? What did you say?
I said the police. I've always kicked against the police attitude and reactions to everything.
They are number one on the
Okay.
list. We need to
Yeah,
keep
let me tell you.
dragging
Let me
them.
tell you an
Exactly.
instance. Let me tell you
Why
an
did they
instance that
leave that
happened today.
Mohbad's house unsealed?
Up till
The
now,
house is
let me
not
tell you an
sealed till
instance.
dates. Why?
Let me tell you an instance.
Mr.
Let me tell you
IT
an
guy said they
instance.
need money. Go ahead, Mr. Bayo. Somebody, is that
So
your
okay,
background with music?
let me
Yeah,
let
that's
me
it.
shut the door. Hold on, let me shut the door.
Now they could have sealed that Mohbad's house, but till dates they left that house unsealed.
Exactly.
They
Exactly.
left. Why? Why are they
They would
acting
have
like?
sealed that house
I wouldn't.
completely.
I wouldn't even believe. I wouldn't even believe that that house is still was still being occupied. If not for those recent videos, I wouldn't even believe those houses were still occupied. I would not believe it. Now, this is an instant where the Nigerian police has failed us. Recently, or about a month ago, Wumi came out to say she put different posts out about the industry god. I know the industry god, and Baba's team, legal team, made a publication on Punch that please protect her. Let her tell you what she knows, right? I don't know if anybody remember that publication.
Yes, I saw it.
Baba said, please, the Nigerian police should help us in this way. Get us security, let them protect the grandson and Wumi so that she will be able to tell us what she knows.
Yeah, I
Now,
saw it.
Gist Lover now started today by playing Baba's audio where Baba said that if the DNA was done, if they do the DNA today, it will come out to say who did killed
his son. Now that is what Jesus has been selling all day long since yesterday now. And now they are now saying that they should keep tagging Nigerian police. On the other platform, they are saying keep tagging Nigerian police. Somebody said I went to that platform, I tag Udeng, I tag this, I tag that, I tag this, I tag that. And they were saying that they need to start tagging the Nigerian police because this lover, their king, is using that audio where Baba said, if they do the DNA today, I will come out to say who killed my son. Now, I'm hoping the police will now arrest Baba because now they are tagging the Nigerian police force. I hope they will arrest Baba so that we can start the fight all over again. Because Baba has already submitted himself to say that this my daughter-in-law says that about the industry god, and she knows a lot. They are not allowing her to talk. And Baba has begged on the Nigerian police in the daily newspaper, a popular one for that matter, to say, please, give us security, protect this our daughter-in-law and our grandson, so that she can tell you what she knows about the industry god. No, the Darosha, I will believe. I'm not sure if Darosha has eloped, but if he eloped, I would say it's because the Nigerian police did not treat the petition that was written to them. And there's no way that they will treat that petition that Darosha will not be locked up. Because there's a law that hold Darosha accountable for the action he took, embalming. You understand? There's a law.
The IT guy. Good evening, everybody. I've been listening a bit. Let me just make sure that I'm not going to be interrupted by some Bluetooth stuff here. So,
hold on, IT guy. Please hold on. Respectfully, Mia, you want to say something before IT guy? You came before him.
Yes.
Please do. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I just have some few questions in regards to the legal team, because in a few days now, we'll be going back to the inquest. I know we're analyzing what happened and stuff, but going forward, since Baba's team never showed up like they're supposed to at the inquest, and I heard that Grexy and them had contacted you and your team. So have you guys spoken as far as the son? Is the son going to be representing him fully? Have they agreed on that part? Or are we still sticking with the lawyer that's in London and the daughter is attending the inquest? And then also another point I wanted to make was, as far as Lynchy goes, I think people should just calm down a little bit and just kind of observe that area, because I feel like maybe there's some things that he found out that he doesn't want to talk about. You know, not everybody know how to express themselves fully sometime, you know? So I want us to just kind of hold on a little bit when it comes to his part with the nurse. Again, we have to realize that the nurse is not the only person involved in this. We have other witnesses that we're fully focused on. If Prime Boy and Spending are able to come up and tell the truth about what really happened, trust me, whether the nurse likes it or not, she will be roped in. Now, my personal belief is I personally don't even believe that there was even a nurse involved, to be honest with everyone. That's my personal opinion. And I think I stand strongly by that based on Lynchy today when someone asked if he had ever spoken to the nurse, he said no. So I just think that why would you be sponsoring someone you've never talked to them or whatever? But again, when it comes to that part, I just give him the benefit of the doubt when it comes to that part. But we had other people that said they had spoken to the nurse, some other hosts. So I don't know. I just believe that there was no nurse. It was just something that people are making up. But I don't want us to focus our touchlights 100% on the nurse, because she was not the only one that was there, and we have other bigger fishes to fry. We need to not get too distracted with that, you know. I'm more interested in the legal part of it, like the legal team. What is the way forward, Lady Aris, in that part? I know you said you have not spoken to Lenchi. Excuse me, not Lenchi. Gorexi, you have tried reaching him for the past few days. I just want to find out if you had spoken to him before then, or maybe he just called that one time. I want to know what's going on with that part. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your questions and contribution. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, we only spoke that one time for now. On that Palm Sunday, we spoke one time with the legal team. Since then, I've been trying to reach him so I can know the updates with the documents or the motion, the file regarding the PI and regarding the DNA stuff, and also to give him some of our own suggestions on what to do. So I will keep trying because we are all for justice. We can't just give up anyway. Just whatever we can do, we'll keep trying. So that is that. Way forward, to be honest with you, I don't know. I'm gonna speak to Susan. I think she should be waking up shortly, if she's not by now, and we will see. I think by tomorrow, hopefully, probably we will have to call the sun. All of these anxieties and rumors and stuff like that. We probably will run some of them by them, and they will give us some informations too. So I think tomorrow, Friday, we probably will be able to do that. Maybe we can do a live show tomorrow, or maybe I'll come on Papariano, and if there's any updates, I can let out the updates then tomorrow. Now, about the nurse, I will tell you for a fact there is a nurse. That's a fact because Mr. Barrister Bankole spoke to the nurse and the nurse's father. Actually, I think the nurse father went to the office of Barrister Bankole, if not to the office, but I think they met somewhere. I think, because I know there was a time they were making arrangements. Okay, I did not follow up to know where where the meeting eventually held. But I know they met or they spoke extensively. So there is a nurse, if that will alleviate some anxiety in you. So I know that, and I know that meeting happened through Lenchi. That meeting happened through Lenchi. So what else was your other question? So way forward, we're just gonna brainstorm with the son tomorrow. Geresi, I have called, and all of these questionings and suggestions we are making here, I will type up some and I will send it to him via WhatsApp. It doesn't really have to call me back. I mean, he will see the message, and if they take action on the message, is equally good. So that's on the Jackpa aspect of it. There's been a lot of rumors that Wumi Jackpa. I did mention that a little bit, which we can all verify. And from the information Lenchi was giving us today, it's very inaccurate, stating that Wumi wants to use the child to Jackpa. It is true. Wumi has been trying to gather documentations to help her file for asylum when she traveled out. But it is not true that it is not accurate that she can file asylum while in Nigeria. Or maybe because Lenchi was saying something like international people are watching what is going on, and you know how because of the baby, nobody in the whole world will come to Nigeria to pick Liam and the mother up because Nigeria is unsafe for them. That's not how it works. That would be a disgrace to Nigeria if US will have to go to Nigeria and pick baby Liam and the mother because Nigeria is unsafe. No. Asylum is filed at the point of entry into another country. Let's say I feel United States is unsafe for me and I want to jackpot to Belgium. I will find a way to get myself to their airport at Belgium. Then when they say, oh, you don't have adequate or correct documentations and we are going to deport you back to where you're coming from. And I can tell you, no, 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 no. You cannot tell me that because my life is in danger. That's all you need to say. Your life is in danger. And because of, they are supposed to protect lives. If you say your life is in danger, then they will now say, okay, are you seeking asylum? Meaning you are renouncing your country and you want to assume our country as your country. Then you will say yes. Then they start your processing and investigation. It's not just automatic. They will contact the country you are coming from. So yes, we know all these shenanigans that Mumi is doing on the online, all these newspapers, is just for her to collect the documents that when she gets there. But these people too are not stupid. I mean, if you are an immigration and you are doing this, doing that, some things also will be a red flag that okay, you knew you want this is your plan because it looks like it's perfectly planned. The way she's doing it is perfect. So it's just like when you go for immigration interview, there are some things you think you have. Those people are psychologists too, so they will know. But she has a baby that will be thoroughly considered. But it's not going to happen that a country will just go to Nigeria and pick her up and say, okay, because we feel she's in danger. That's not how asylum works, to the best of my understanding. But all of these things, to be honest with you, tomorrow I'm listing them down and we're going to run them by the lawyers tomorrow.
Good evening, Lady Aries.
Thank you.
You are very welcome, Miss Respectfully Mia. Yeah, I think that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've just listened for a bit and I do a recap because I barely come on this medium sort of like during the week. But yeah, a few things.
Tensions are high, huh?
Yeah, there are a few things I've actually picked up as it stands at the moment. So we need to sort of like try and align little things and identify aspect of the process. I've got all these thoughts. So I'm going to start with Bio Billions when it says something about Baba Mohbad and with what has come to play and its audio, I have a feeling that there's evidence somewhere to link the child to somebody. But if it hasn't been done legally and you've obtained information about someone's DNA, you will not want to divulge it. So I think there's a link between Obeleguchi's palace and someone outside the palace, and they've got some evidence. Or if the evidence comes out, someone can go down. So I think Baba Mohbad being emphasized.
Thank you so much.
What he emphasized on.
Thank you so much.
They've got evidence, but the evidence may have been obtained illegally. So they just want.
That's what I said. I said if police arrest Baba.
Hold on, Bayo.
If they arrest Baba,
let me finish before we discuss. I just want to because what I'm doing is a recap. Or if you interject, then it will just kill my thoughts completely. So then people keep saying someone is eloping. Nobody is eloping. They are trying to escape. Yeah, when you elope, it means you run away to go and get married somewhere. So this person want to constitute themselves into fugitives. Because when you escape from justice, you become a fugitive. So let's take out the narrative of elope, whatever. No one is eloping. So let's put that aside. Then I remember Christian was saying something about press conference. And I don't want to talk about that but my understanding, if it's a press conference that precedes the submission of the inquest, that is a no-no. That is not something we should do. That is something, a process where you are trying to teach the people in the system and in authority their job. So we're not doing any press conference before that submission. Any press conference can be planned. It can be planned to the biggest magnitude in the world to invite all the press in the world, all the mainstream media that we have out there, CNN and the likes of them. But it needs to coincide with the submission. That is the only way we're going to make something out of that process. And then moving on, I think there is a mention of, is it Lenchi? Lenchi is Lenchi. I'm not a fan of his. I don't know what he's up to, but I believe there's a nurse. If the police have told you there's a nurse, and if the police have told you they've locked people up and the nurse is also locked up, and if everybody that is locked up have actually sort of like got bail, it means the nurse is also got a bail. Now, if Lenchi knows what he's doing, he should literally just shush his mouth, keep his peace. If he has a trump card to play, he should not lead the jury, and he should not lead the judge. He should not lead the public. He needs to keep his cards very close to his chest, and he needs to stop talking about the nurse. If there is any formality around common sense in the whole process. Now, in the guise of someone seeking asylum, the process is that you seek asylum when you enter a country. Yeah? Or you can request to be a refugee if your life is in danger and you are seeking refuge. You can then go to an embassy and tell them your life is in danger. The moment you walk through that embassy, you are protected. If you have a good case, then you are seeking refuge there. Whilst they're investigating that case, they can put you in a hotel and protect you. If there is a reason for them to actually accept your the aspect of you seeking refuge, then they can then ship you to that country. Then you become a refugee. So she cannot be an asylum seeker if she's still outside the country that she's seeking now. So there are a lot of aspects. Now, we need to understand. Let's understand and let's educate ourselves. Wumi is not a suspect and there is no case. There's an inquest and the police have interviewed Wumi and they've said that Wumi is a witness. So if she is a witness, if she's clever, she doesn't even have to seek refuge. She doesn't even have to do anything. All she needs to do is apply and tell the truth. And if this case develops into anything and they want me back in the country, I will return. It's as simple as that. So I don't think that you think you can just disappear to one country. And if your status on that case changes from being a witness to a suspect, you will be repatriated back to your country. So we don't have any fear because she can go and seek anything she wants to seek, and it will be transparent if she's out of this country. Yeah, because if you seek anything like refuge, for instance, and you disappear to another country, it will be known that you've actually the embassy will not hide it. They will have to tell the world that is where you are. That actually sort of like engineer your protection and strengthen your protection even further, because now the country you went to will say that they will do everything to make sure they protect you. So when we're doing all these narratives and we're saying all these things, let's say it properly and let's do it properly. So, and then when we know the process itself, and you know that you will be brought back to, there is no, you see, when it comes to the United Nations and various other conventions around the world and alliance, There is nothing that allows a criminal to run away to one country and be protected. You see, Assange that did what he wants, Americans wanted him, and the British people don't want to give Assange to America. They put him in a jail here. So if you've done something wrong, if some convention and any treaty can protect you in that homeland where you are, you will still be a refugee. You will still be a prisoner at the end of the day. Because if Wumi needs to understand, if she achieves what she wants to do right now, she will forever be a criminal because she will be protected wherever she goes, almost as a criminal. Because we say we're protecting you, but when we protect you, you don't have freedom. You don't have freedom whilst you're being protected. So you will still be living the life of a criminal and knowing that there is a case that can still bring you back to justice. So she's got nowhere to hide at the end of the day. And the Obas, the thing is, look, isolate Oba Elegushi. Let's not waste our time to bring other Obas into it. The other Obas in Nigeria have their own affairs and their own personal problem they are dealing with. Let's isolate this guy, push him to the wall on his own. Because if Oba Elegushi is protected in Lagos by the heads and the big chief in Lagos, we don't need to engage with anybody outside Lagos. So if we want justice and we want people, the eminent and prominent people, it will have to be within Lagos, but it's protected within Lagos. And any noise that is coming into Lagos, outside Lagos, they will deflect it very quickly and advise whoever it is to just stay where they are. There are zones, there are jurisdictions, there is respect, there is homage we pay to Obas, and Obas within their own zone manage their own problem. If is anything in Ife and is close to Ife, and there are issues in those kind of places, only Ife can intervene and deal with their own issue. In this Lagos, the Obas will deal with their own issues. But the Oba of the Obas is the president of Nigeria today in Lagos. And if the Oba of Obas, that is a president in Lagos right now, in Nigeria right now, that we know nothing about, then you know that if this guy is inside that Lagos, he's protected big time. Let's not worry ourselves too much about Oba Elegushi and the DNA. If we live in a different world and Wumi is sensible, Wumi is supposed to be protected by the entire Nigerian population if she has told the truth. Because otherwise, she doesn't know she's actually stand the danger of being killed and the child being killed, or she can disappear and the child can disappear. If Wumi disappears tonight with the child, there's no case. The case is done. So she needs the protection of us Nigerians. Instead of us, or of her, if she's clever and her family to buy our protection, they want to expose themselves. Because if you seek refuge or you disappear and become a fugitive out of here, then anywhere you go, they can just pick you up, you and your child, they just incinerate the two of you. The case is done forever. So there is a bit of common sense inside common sense, but common sense itself is not common. And people without common sense are the people that are supporting Wumi. So let them write it down today, today's date. Anyone that is supporting Wumi in all ramification. Because if you want to say she's a widow, that is the most inconceivable common sense that anybody can come up with. You know, you really, really need to be out of this world to kind of believe that being a widow is something we do, it's something we protect, it's something we support in Nigeria as a whole. But if you are a widow and you are mourning, I'm mourning the death of my husband, how many years, how many months, how many weeks are you going to be crying? And the cry you are crying, not a single cry, and tears this woman is shedding has anything to do with the death of the husband. No remorse. It's all about property. It's all about, I'm not going to tell you anything. Even the sister If you can get these people to keep speaking English, they will always tell us the truth. Even the sister said, it's not as if I'm saying Wumi doesn't know how mohbad died. She said it herself, audio that they put out. Yeah, and say, oh, I'm not articulate, I'm not this in it. But if you get them to speak English, you will lock the whole lot of them up. So the narratives at the end of the day, people have put cases in place, they put stories in place. Actors and actresses are the people that are either witnesses or either suspects. They are actors and actresses. They've written a script and they thought, once we've written this script, what's going to happen is that once it's buried and our plan will manifest itself. Little did they know we're going to see something that looks abnormal, something that seems as if you put a dead body inside a coffin that looks like you put fish inside sardine tin. And the public outcry got that guy back out. And that's the reason why up till today, not a single, that's the reason why up burying that guy should have been it. But exhuming that body is what is put them in a pickle. So bottom line is, nobody is going nowhere. Wumi is going nowhere. A family that is in America that are hoping that she will seek refuge or run away or whatever, they've got nothing to receive, because if they do receive her and the entire world actually is received, when she becomes a criminal that is well sought after, when she becomes that person that everybody is looking for, the American government will easily just put her on the next available flight. They will give her the best treatment she's going to get, put her on a private jet. She will have a last final dinner and she will come to Nigeria. She will obtain a uniform that she's going to wear for the next 15 years. If she doesn't actually get hung, yeah, and if you don't get die by hanging, it will be because you've exposed everybody that is involved in the death of mohbad. Maybe leniency will allow them to lock you up for 15 years, 5 years, or whatever. So she's got nowhere to go. All we need to do is they need to just sort of like a screenshot or whatever, record all this thing. They play it to themselves and they learn from it. They will have to learn from it. Because for me, there is no hiding place when even the case is exposed to all the media in the world. You can't go to Alaska. You can't go to the Eskimo city. You can't go to space.
Demigod.
You can't go anywhere.
John?
Carry on. Is someone trying to ask a question?
Yes, I don't know why my volume is low.
No, you're okay. I can hear you.
I want to throw a question to Bayo, and I want to find out how Madam Aries can do a follow-up on it. I knew there was a discussion between Bayo and Papariano maybe like a month ago about getting a private investigator. So Bayo, please, can you say something? What do you think the private, if we go ahead with it, do you think it's going to help, moving forward?
Yeah, when we discussed with the private investigator, there were a couple of discussions, and just like
remember, we can't be discussing the private investigator thing here because so many people are listening.
I know. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the legal part where the bar has to go to the court to go get legal order so that the private investigator can work. So the legal route is what we are waiting for. The legal system in Nigeria is making it difficult. So I would like the areas to follow up on that aspect. I heard it's been filed with the Lagos State High Court.
Okay, but please, if you're not supposed to say anything in public, don't say it.
I know. I mean, it's the step has been taken. And the case has
okay.
been
You
filed
people
with
are
Lagos State
working on it.
Federal.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
You
they're
don't have to
taking the
say,
case.
please,
We just
because
want Madam Mary's to follow up and make sure that how far with the legal
Madam Mary's, don't
because
laugh.
ẹ̀yin
Well,
people yẹn ní
if you are not
pààyàn.
supposed to say anything, don't say.
Mr. Christian, gbogbo yín, Madam Mary's follow up on this. Only me one.
please just follow up. Please add it to your list.
Okay. Ọlọ́run á ràn gbogbo wa lọ́wọ́. Justice, Susan, please, they are talking to you. I've been looking for you.
Abeg, Bayo, has Karimo responded to Wumi? Because I'm waiting for that response.
Yeah, Karimo responded to Wumi earlier today.
Oh, she lashed at her, but we don't want to focus on Karimo and Wumi right now, please.
Okay, we'll go.
Yeah,
we'll
but
go
she
go
did. We don't
I'm
want to.
interested.
Oh yeah, that when we want to do basketballs, we do that.
Let's be serious here. Yes, let's be serious here.
Okay,
all
Miss
right.
Susan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys can bombard Miss Susan now. She's up.
With what?
With all the questions.
You want to be the star girl of the show, so let them give you all the work.
No.
No. You are the star girl of the
show. No way,
Jose.
Susan, when are we speaking to the son again? Tomorrow, right? It's too late already, right? There are a lot of questions.
Yeah, we gotta send him the message tonight. Hi, baby. Yeah, we're gonna send him the message tonight. Then we can see whether we can talk to him tomorrow. We need to really talk to him before
the inquest. Maybe when we have Ada send him a message so he can speak to the public, and I can be live when he's talking to us. Or you think
first of all, we need to talk to him first. You know him. If he's okay, whatever, I don't know whatever information the public want from him right now, or whatever question the public.
Because there's been a lot of Lenchi. I don't know if you were there. I didn't notice you, but Lenchi was live and he said a lot of contradicting and confusing stuff. Things like that Russia is now in Ghana or Kenya, Gambia, I don't know. A lot of things. I can fill you in later. Wumi is jackpotting next Wednesday. There's a lot of things. They were just, I was very confused. But I think he will be giving me a call. I'll put you through with the call when he calls me. Maybe we can get some, more better information from him. There's a lot of things. We've been on live for the past few hours, maybe couple or more than that. And there have been some few things they want me to follow up on and way forward. The biggest thing is way forward. The biggest thing is about the nurse coming to the inquest. Say, for example, if they are reading the autopsy in this coming inquest, will the nurse be there since they said they only want the nurse during the medicals? A lot of questions like that we can talk about later.
We all knew that Darosha is gone, but you see, when it comes to Mohbad's case, there is no country, you understand, if they are needed. Like, people is crying that Wumi is going to go. Asylum, I was listening to Lenchi yesterday, early this morning. Asylum, some of us that live in the United States of America, we know how the system works. Asylum don't just work like that. Not because Wumi have a baby and they are asking her a right question of what happened to her husband under her watch. Within 24 hours of the husband's living in this world, she was with him. 48 hours she was with him, 72 hours she was with him. Okay, so asylum don't just work like that because you have a baby and you are in trouble or something is happening. The United States of America will pick a story from the internet and follow it. It doesn't work like that. The only way, I'm going to say this again, the only way asylum will work if that boy is a citizen of United States of America and there's a problem in that country, okay, they can come remove him, okay. If that boy is if there is a war in Nigeria right now and people are running away, yes, it's a criteria for asylum. If there is a tsunami or earthquake or something, a crisis, very huge crisis, that is when people are qualified for asylum. If there is a hunger, abject hunger, poverty in the
war, terrorist attack, war.
Is if this girl is claiming that she's from the north, asylum can cover her because of this terrorism, kidnapping of children, kidnapping of people. Life is not safe. Okay, Wunmi will be qualified. Okay, if she's already in the United States with a visa and she put down something, oh, they want to deport her, or she's on a removing process, she can say, oh, there's a crisis. Oh, the government is going after me. You understand? If, let's say, the very black boy come up now and go and put in paper, hey, this is what I said, though, government is coming after you. Freedom of speech. Wunmi is not qualified in anything that will qualify her for being asylum. It's distraction. Please, that one should not even be a huge thing for us. How do we move on? Let's assume the case is succeed in getting asylum. Me and you, we know the letter was sent to the embassy, okay? They had that letter, receive and stamp, and the copy came back to the lawyer. We all have the copy of the letter. Let's assume that United States of America go ahead and, neglect that letter that people have sent to give her a visa, okay? And we all know her by Omomi, Wunmi Adebanjo, and she go there to bear another name to obtain a visa or obtain asylum. That is a huge crime because the name public know her with is different. That's a huge crime. So there's a lot of things, what Wunmi are doing. They want to useless this case on the street of internet, okay? And it's like a lot of us is giving them opportunity, because when you look at Karimot come out to make caricature of us. When she talks, she come out to make caricature of us. But on Karimot's side, I don't think she know the implication of what she's doing, because she's in a place that they go according to the law. She's here hiding behind the United States of America to justice, and America will say no to it. You understand? She was saying that, oh, she has been to the mayor's office. Yes, we too, we can go to look for the mayor, contact the mayor. Okay, a citizen of your city is obstructing justice. Cause is it what America is for? America don't stand for this. You understand? She's bullying Baba Mohbad. She's making fun of the dead. She wants to be silent people, cursing people. Is that what America stand for? No. Me and you know that America don't stand for what Karimot is doing. Karimot need to keep quiet. That is what America is for. So she's doing a lot of things that is not right. Probably she's ignorant. She doesn't know what she's getting herself into. It takes nobody to get and meet the mayor and say, hey, mayor, you have a citizen of your city. This is what the citizen of your city is doing to something that happened in our country, and we are trying to find a way to what happened. And this girl, every day of her life as a nurse, she's supposed to be a professional nurse, but that is not showing on Karimot, but we're going to get there. So I want everybody to calm down. Everybody is going to come with their different story, to make a headline. these things are process that need to be followed. You understand? So what do? We follow the Nigerian police. We hammer them, hammer the Lagos state government to see how they're going to follow the process. The process is what we need now. What is lacking in this case is the right process that is not being followed by the government. The people involved in this case are not our problem. The government, the police, they are our problem, and they are giving them the tools to useless the case. They can actually come out and put out a warning. Listen, all of you that is involved, a suspect in this case, please, you all need to stop talking. From Wumi to everybody, to Baba Mohbad, to Mama Mohbad, they are all involved in one way on this case. But the system is not helping us. Rather, the system is helping us to put a barrier, to put confusion where we are today. Now is the system that causes it. So it's only us, that can, work with the system and tell the system, hey, I believe me, honestly, in any platform that talks about this justice for Mohbad, they have a government agent. Watch it from day one. Government agent is always on each people's platform. They take shift. They take shift. So whatever we do on each platform, that is what they are working with, and they are liking it. So what do? We need to go back to our wardrobe and see what method we can use to work. Our method is really working because they thought 10 weeks is a long time from now. 10 weeks is already here. What are we going to be thinking? What is the next story for them to give us? Because obviously they don't want to give us the autopsy. Autopsy has been in their hand since last year. So what do? We forget Wumi and Karimot. Karimot is little. She want to play again. We can play the game with her. But we shouldn't take Karimot to be one of our problems. Even Wumi, let Wumi go. Wumi come to America, come to Canada. You understand? It's better for us. Like the IT guy said, in fact, it's going to be worse for her to run away to America. You understand? And they will take the baby away from her and give to somebody for foster care and put her in the plane with handcuff straight to the jail. The jail that the detention they don't want to put her in Nigeria. Let her come. So when she's needed, there's not anywhere in this United States that Wumi will be and she will not be taken back. They will take her baby away from her. That's for sure. The baby will be taken away from her because Karimot's involvement in this case, her mother's involvement in this case, at the end of the day, the Nigerian government is going to invite them, so they are not going to even give them the baby. Baby will be taken to foster care and government will take a hold of that baby because he is a minor. So let Wumi come. She will be disgraced. She will go home without even the boss, just an envelope, documentation envelope. Probably based on the how huge is this case, she might even get an escort that will escort her from United States to handle her over to the law in Nigeria. So Wumi, my advice for you, Bia neba, Bia. We are waiting. Bia neba. So nobody should even cry about Wumi leaving in Nigeria because she know whoever that is deceiving her, the outcome of her leaving Nigeria is even worse to her, for her. By she living in Nigeria and they are using our taxpayers' money to give her soldier to guide her, to give her police to guide her. So let her come. We shouldn't be worried about that. For me, it's even better for me, for Wumi to come to United States of America. She's not going to run away from the crime because it's not done in America that way. You explain, you get somebody, go to the mayor, go with your report, explain this girl in this country. Can somebody walk away free? when you are present when this thing happen and you don't want to talk and you keep on coming out to gaslight people. I know what happened. I don't want to talk. That's okay. That's enough for Wunmi to go behind the back. What Wunmi has said for the past 6 months of this case is enough for them to lock her up and investigate her. But they refuse. So we have all those things in tape. Wherever city she's going to go to, where you go with the right people, in fact, it's going to be easy for us to pack all of them, Karimo, bundle all of them to Nigeria and go and face the law. So there's no shaky about that. For me, Wunmi, please come, which I know is not going to be possible, but for me, it's going to be easy for us to get Wunmi involved in this case, to get the whole system in America involved in this case. If America can go to Nigeria to bring people that commit crime here and run the way back to Nigeria, what makes America think we cannot come remove somebody who buy the husband and run away to America? The system is not set up that way. So please, let's see how Wunmi come. My advice, come. So we shouldn't worry about that. We should worry about the police. We should worry about the law. We should worry about the justice system. That is what we should start preparing ourselves for. Are we going to take the result they're going to give us for the autopsy? Are we ready to take it? That is the plan we need to start planning for now. And that is why we need to talk with the lawyer and see when we can bring him up to ask questions. If the result go otherwise, you understand, what is he going to do? If they decided, the police decided to say, oh, they're going to quench the case, for case to not move forward to the High Court, what is our evidence to appeal it? That is the question we should be asking right now. So Wunmi, Karimot, Mama Mohbad, Papa Mohbad, they are all distraction. If any of this family is found guilty, they should go in for it, or they should even be hanged to death. You understand? Because they put in majority of us through hell, through mental torture in this case. So any of them find guilty, I don't even wish them for 20 years imprisonment. They should be sentenced to death. That is my wish for all of them. So we shouldn't worry about, we should worry about how we're going to fight the police. You understand? Worry about how to get nurse to come and say the right thing. We keep on saying before this guy came out early this morning, we told you that the police change nurse face reports, spend this report. They wanted to do that to Prime Boy. You understand? So majority of these things that this guy was saying last night is not new to my ear. It's something that I'm aware of. I'm aware of some of them. I'm not aware of some of them, but some is not new to my ear. They change everybody's police report. Who are behind it? Iyabojo, Secretary, and co. So what do? We are not going to watch Prime Boy to go down for a crime that he didn't commit. I have my own question on Prime Boy, okay, people? It's not that I don't have a question. Sister Victoria know how I feel about Prime Boy, but we are not going to watch the police, put something on him to sentence him to go to jail to replace people who have committed this offense. So what do? That's the question we should be asking ourselves now today. So I'm going to leave at that. Let somebody else talk. I'm going to mute. I am in my sister's house. I'm going to mute. Then I can listen to another person.
Thank you very much, partner. At least that gave me a very good 10 minutes break from talking. I appreciate you very well. I just want to make something clear and correct something is I don't think people in Nigeria will be very happy to have Wumi come to America to suffer here. No. I think we, including me, we want her to stay in Nigeria and go to jail in Nigeria. We don't want her to come here and go to jail. That's all I'm going to add to that. So,
Yeah, just like Susan for Justice have said, just like Susan for Justice said, petition statements being exchanged is not new. And, in one of these inquests, to be sure that spending is still in line, is the fact that after several times, Madam Hayes, I'm sure you know this, they try to reach him, to get him sit with the lawyer. I mean, there's nothing wrong in them having a conversation with the lawyer, with the legal team, but spending has been the only one that has not comport to that arrangement. I mean, and that is a fact that is making it look like is also in the script. Just like Lenchi said this morning, Lenchi said that Mohbad died on Monday. Mohbad died on Monday, and it's a script. And the nurse is taking a fall, and the nurse is almost trying to comply with the list. And I will believe that is why Lenchi is protective of the nurse. I mean, if they are trying to negotiate with you, and that is what Paparana has always said, that there's a negotiation going on somewhere. If you are taking a fall for someone that died on Monday, I ask a question: who did he treat on Tuesday? Who did the injection, the police fan, who was it for? Who did you talk to? Who did you see on Monday, on Tuesday when you went there? So, I mean, and I would say that the length situation is like a conversation now, trying to make sure that maybe she will go for manslaughter, because apparently there's going to be help from the police too. They're going to try to adjust or amend the autopsy and the toxicology to say maybe he was high on drug. It was not because of the nurse. You understand? So this discussion this morning is putting my small things, which I not want to listen. Two, that toxicology, the Nigerians are tired. We do that to react. They come out some why. I think that fine boy that has already signed professional.
I think he's driving. Service is bad. Probably the areas he's passing through. Baya will still be here when you get home. You can continue. Soma, how are you? Welcome on board, Soma. How are you doing? Are you there, Soma? You can unmute. Our scientist.
You doing long time?
I know. How are you?
I'm fine. I was actually on the road. I saw your message, so I said once I get home, I'm logging in to your life.
Okay, thank you, Soma.
Yeah,
welcome on board.
I'm so happy now. I can sleep and wake up every day. I'm happy now because Wumi has been caught.
Okay.
Yes, so that's my happiness. When I go to comment section of Wumi team, I'm so happy reading the comment section because everybody's blasting Karimo and Wumi. The whole world has now seen that Wumi is a criminal, and that's my happiness. So for now, I've finished all my investigation on unless there's something else to investigate. Maybe if we keep pushing Wumi and Karimo to keep bringing evidence, we can investigate. But for now, because I'm seeing some people asking, no more investigations. Investigation is done for now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm starting my a training tomorrow, so I will be unavailable for 2 months. But I'll still be listening to what's going on, and I'll still be available to analyze any new evidence.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you, Lady Harris, for everything you've been doing. Everybody here, Bayo, everyone, Golden Seal, Demigod, Susie. I'm so happy. And you guys, everyone that's fighting for justice, you guys are now like my family. I know those people that were supporting Wumi, so they should not think they can just come and enter us. No. They should continue supporting Wumi. We know ourselves. And that's just what I want to say. And let's concentrate. Let's forget Karimo and Wumi. They're trying to cause a distraction with all these their new stories, because Wumi came out with Karimo came out with new story. Wumi came out with new story. And that's their business. We don't care about their personal lives. All we want is justice for Mohbad, and justice we must get. Thank you very much, Lydia.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. It's been wonderful. Miss Golden Seal, you feel better? Golden Seal. Golden Seal is not there. Undisputed.
The councillors and the embassy across the hemisphere right now they will be so engrossed in going from one TikTok platform to another. On about this woman factor. Can you kind of imagine?
I know.
You go to an embassy, I'm sure there is always going to be a question in there to kind of reflect on whether you have a pending case against you or there's a criminal investigation, right? There's a possibility that you can say, oh, although I'm part of a criminal investigation, I'm a witness. Right?
Yeah.
You have to say something. But if, let's say, for instance, letters have actually preceded going to the embassy from Nigerian public about our involvement in this process. When these people take interest and they browse the internet and then find that, the people that care about that on Facebook or do you not actually think, first of all, they get their people in, and when they get their people in, they have Nigerians, they have people in Nigeria that they employ that speak all the languages, right? First and foremost, when those ones then kind of educate them a little bit about the actual case itself, maybe internet is not giving you as much information as you need. What they will do is that they will get their own people, still our local people in disguise, to go to where she lives. When they get to where she lives and actually see that it's just ordinarily kind of not protected, ordinarily no presence of any form of additional protection outside it, then they will not shoot blind. Because if you think they don't get people up to go to places, you see, I say you a little bit, and there is part of what I do to kind of be able to work in the UK, right? And there are processes in place. Now, if you put in a request to go and work in upper places that need more protection, it might take a year. And in that year, 12 months, they will go to Nigeria, where you say your parents hailed from. They will go and find out everything. They will literally follow everywhere. Anybody you name as your brother and your in-laws and everything, and it will take 2 years for you to obtain that level of access to work in those areas. So I am telling you, you live in England and you're trying to get some kind of clearance that will get you to work in upper space. It will take you 12 months to be able to do so. And in that 12, you will find out everything about you, including anything you know I've even put on the application form. So the counselors that we have out there, If you think you can just go to American embassy and just fill a form, it is beyond that. There will be times where you will submit papers. They will tell you during the interview that this paper you submitted is Oluwole. It was obtained from. They will even tell you where the paper came from. So you know they will do their research. They will put a process in place thoroughly, and 100% they know a lot about you already. If Wumi wants to build another life and another identity, she may need to go to Ghana and go through Ghana to go to another part of the world. But if you want to build a new identity in Nigeria, you will suffer to be able to kind of tell people where you've been in the last 20 years or the last 30 years or whatever. So she's gonna have to present herself as herself. But if she presents herself as a victim, I'm not sure these people will pay attention to her. So try and understand. These people are dramatic in public. The sister comes up with this, they come up with that. The same way the whole lot of people that got involved in this process have a story with the police. It's the same thing Wumi and the sister are doing, and it's distraction. Why? Because they've got lawyers, because they've got actors and actresses surrounding them. They've got the same people that supported them in the beginning that are quiet right now, still in the background. The likes of Toto Dike and the likes of Yabo Idowu, they are still in the background. Just on Mohbad's side, on our side, we've got Brekete, and Brekete said we are doing it underground. They are still doing it underground. This woman and the sister are not clever. They are not the brightest bulb in the hotel. They are not the sharpest tool in the box. These children are illiterate, that grew up on the streets, don't even know the difference between left and right. And I can tell you 100%, they are not clever at all. So when they're doing their distraction and they're doing this and doing that, I swear to God, they don't have to do it out in public, but they're doing it out in public to win the support of their followers, to win the support of the people they are using Mohbad's money to pay to come to Facebook, social media, Instagram, and all these places to come and distract us. They can't distract us. It takes you, a clever person, to ask these people one question. And one question this morning, Paparano asked this mystic girl one question, and she disappeared. They come as very jovial. They come as very friendly. They come as very sort of like unassuming. They tell you stories about, I've not been on this, I just go on this platform, I don't stay here, I don't stay there. The moment they start getting too friendly and they spend that time. But when I ask you one question, and that question is that, are you here, do you believe in justice for Mohbad? Are you here for justice for Mohbad? What does justice for Mohbad mean to you? She disappeared. I was driving to work this morning. That was around 6:30, 6:45. She disappeared. And then you have a situation where there's a guy, if I can remember his handle name. Starts with
Top
a D.
movies.
No, D for Delta. D something. He uses D instead of T.
The sniper.
Huh? That's
the sniper.
Yeah. So the sniper engaged her, and they were flirting, and all sorts of flirtatious language was going on in the background. There was a guy before that, but when Paparano asked her the question, before he could ask her the question a second time, she was gone. So when you come across people who are not prominent on a platform, and they come up, and you bring them up, because they say all the right things in the comment section, and you bring them up, I don't think it takes long for you to kind of realize that they're on the other side. But you can only accommodate them so long to know how small they are. But when someone say your brain is small, I swear to God, it is not. It is a compliment. It's a compliment. When someone say you have a small brain, they are not abusing you. It's a compliment. All they're saying to you is that this is not a platform for you. So you can then go back to Wumi platform where you find, I don't know if I can remember that, Otumba. Because it's a man that has a very small brain.
Otumba is Bayo's best friend.
Well, we accommodate Otumba to a certain extent.
Otumba said poison, Baba Mohbad poison Mohbad.
On Saturday.
He did it.
But Otumba, you know what? Otumba is doing something that I really like now, though. Otumba is saying
you
that.
always like it. Please let IT guy continue, Madam Mary. Please, so keep your this one, Jare.
No. Wait. I like Otumba now because Otumba said DNA is a must.
No. Let IT guy continue.
Because
let IT guy continue.
The thing we look at here, I mean, there's no two ways. We can agree and disagree because we are human beings. It doesn't matter which. Even on our side, we fight ourselves and give ourselves water when we have to. You understand? And we still come tomorrow and still come and apologize to ourselves and all that kind of stuff. Because when tension is high, when emotion actually run haywire, there is no two ways about the fact that, yes, we can just let that temper just, recede by letting it out. But the bottom line is Wumi and the sister, they are not clever. We should not give them the kudos. They are not very clever people. They're not very bright. I would like to have to kind of listen to an audio that comes from their parents. Give Wumi's mom a platform and give her 5 minutes. She will be spewing shit. Yeah, because they are not enlightened people. They haven't brought these children up properly. And I don't really want anyone to tell me that Wumi is streetwise. Wumi is straight, but she's not wise. She's straight, but she's not wise. So when you look at that, when you say someone is streetwise, you are giving them kudos. But someone who is street and stupid, that's humble. Because if you are, even if she's 44, even if she's 44 years of age, I give her that, right? If you kill your cash machine at the age of 44, if God gives you a long life and you live until the age of 80, but you've killed your cash point at the age of 44. Now you tell me what sort of life you're going to live. Because mohbad's music, no disrespect, may have thinned out in 10 years' time, just like Dagreen. Who is listening to Dagreen's music today? So all that royalty money, who will be Naira Marley by then? Who is listening to Malian in 10 years' time? We may not be in that position. Royalty may not be coming as much as it is coming, dripping in now in 10 years' time. And in 10 years' time, if Wumi is, let's say, 33 today or 44 today, in 10 years it should be 55. And there will be no money coming in from anywhere because Billboard Hall of Fame, Afrobeat is probably changed to something else. Nobody's listening to Mohbad. No disrespect. It's just the way we are because music is generational. It's generational. Michael Jackson has done his own thing. We are Michael Jackson's fan. We can do all the dance and do all the XYs and blah, blah, blah. Oh, Billboard, all of them. It's the royalty that is coming out of it right now is multi-platinum, multi-million because at least Michael Jackson was allowed to live before he died. He was allowed to be a super and a mega star. But Mohbad's journey was cut short. So even if she wants that money will not last beyond another 10 years. And that child will be 10 years. There is no legacy. There will not be a legacy from mohbad's royalty by the grace of God for that child. So it will be the mother and whoever the father is looking after that child on whatever it is, and by the grace of God, it will not be money coming from mohbad royalty. This is a cruel way of taking someone's life. This is an unimaginable way that I don't believe I'm on this planet and I live in this world. And there's a country I call my own, and it's Nigeria. And this type of injustice is almost something you read in a novel. And then when you finish reading it and it's well written, you will say, at least the good thing is it is not true. But in this case, it is true that someone has callously and calculated the demise of another human being they call their husband and the father of their child. Where did you hail from? How old were you when you started planning that you will meet someone who is got money and you will eventually buy them? This, she's been planning for a while and been looking for opportunity. So whether she's surrounded by people that connived and buy this guy, or it was an accident and she's taking advantage of it, and she's got people surrounding her who are now keeping quiet, and they now have different stories to tell with the same story. Because they said tell one story, the police has got the story. They stick with the story. Everybody stick with the same narrative. But I am actually saying this, and I will say it, and I've said it so many times. The coroner submission is likely to be diluted to a point that once submitted cannot be taken back by the authorities. We are probably not ready for what the outcome of this whole process will be. Regardless of any effort anyone may have put into it, I congratulate everybody that's done everything possible to find justice for Mohbad. But if this submission of this coroner inquest turns out to be watered down, trust me, they won't take it back. The police haven't taken anything they've said so far back. We've got how many days? And if that 13 days or 12 days that is left is a final submission on that day, don't forget, there is a possibility that is the pathologist that will start the process. And it's with the pathologist that the process will finish. And it is at that process the chief judge will then sort of like submit that either no one is culpable, but someone will be culpable, and then these are the people, and it will just be a fair number of people, and it will not be anybody that has been listed as a witness. So if there is any justice on this whole case, it will be a very strong petition, any form of petition that can actually make all the witnesses accountable, that can actually literally take those witnesses out of being witnesses and actually put them as suspects. And if that doesn't happen in the next 13 days, we need to brace ourselves. We need to be realistic. We need to be ready. The outcome of this thing, if it's diluted, because if it is in England, or is in England especially, they will say that the death is by misadventure. Because if the result of the toxicology has cocktail of all sorts of chemistry in it, because the nurse that was sent down, if it is clear that the nurse came with all the syringes with our own whatever substance she believes is in it, but if all the syringes with the substances were handed to the nurse without her knowing what is in it, you can imagine where someone is looked at you as very weak, as very feeble, very stupid, and then you need a bit of money, and they say, here, this is tetracycline. this is a paracetamol, this is this. They now gave it to you to inject it in somebody. Now, when that person then died, you are now telling the police and the authorities that is what they gave you that you injected. Because if the nurse had come with this whole thing, the situation would have been different. But if they've given you a cocktail of all sorts that will confuse the pathologists and the toxicologists, then the outcome of it will be inconclusive indeed. I know he's a nurse who thought about putting the nurse in the frame. It doesn't matter what length she may have done. You don't want the nurse to talk. She's talked already. She said she injected the substances into this guy. And it doesn't matter whether the light in the room is dim, whether it sees who the person is, it did not see who the person is. At the end of the day, is the result of the toxicology, all the chemicals inside our body that they will use to hang that person. So there is a lot in this process, and we need to also know, no matter how emotional we are, the people who are the real culprits in this case are using legal technicalities. It is legal technicalities. Legal technicalities don't do emotions. Legal technicalities will do how you argue a case. And if someone can actually up till this minute, this whole result could have come out a very long time ago, but it's been delayed. But even at the end of it, at the beginning of the speech, when the pathologist actually start talking, she would have been deemed a witness. So I don't even think she would run away anyway. The only thing she can do is to preempt and pre-stage how she's going to leave the country as soon as the result itself actually happens. So what she's gone to that place for is likely to preempt and stage what would happen, because if what is served to us is seen as injustice, she will then run and seek refuge in that embassy. I'm now the enemy of states, because then everybody will now be spewing venom, and she will now use a second play when she gets to that embassy, and she will now use that to actually seek refuge. Yeah, asylum is not what you seek when you are still in a country that the problem is in. When you are in a country that the problem is seen, it means you're seeking refuge. That's where Assange did. He went to, I don't know if it's a British embassy or another embassy, wherever, to seek refuge. You don't seek asylum from a country that you want to escape from. It's refuge. Asylum is what you seek in a country when they want to deport you out of that country. If you put in a good case there, even if you get into the country illegally, yeah, it is what you seek in there is asylum. But seek refuge, anybody can run into any counselor in Nigeria if their life is at risk. And if they find a case to support you, they will ship you to their own country. So
I think I have a question for you. For her to seek a refuge in Nigeria, that's going to be tough, because what about the boy, the handsome boy? If they seek refuge, that means that boy is gone.
No, this is how it works. You need to tell a story, and you need to tell a very good story. You need to be a very good storyteller. They will do their findings very quickly, and if they buy your story, it's as good as you and that boy are protected, because she's only, right now, she believes she's protecting the son, and she's the only protector. And it is clear that there is nobody else involved, because whoever it is that could have protected the two of them, they've bought already anyway. So if they buy your story, Because the idea of all this international convention, United Nations, and every single aspect of all those union is that if you manage to get into a consulate in any country, as soon as you get into the consulate at that point in time, you may be in the country, but you're outside that country. If they have a reason to protect you, nobody can touch you. Simple as that. Actually, no country can repatriate you out of that consulate, out of that embassy. So inside that embassy, they can even build a hotel inside that embassy for you. Nobody can touch you. Yeah. So there is an immunity that protects you in there that all the international community also understand. So if you have a case, you have a case. You can be a refugee. It's the same thing. All you want to do is just get to the other side. When there is war, a war-torn country, war anywhere, anybody they're able to get from that position, they are seeking refuge.
Okay.
You know. So what I'm saying at the end of the day is actually that there is our emotions and we have our plea, but the system doesn't look at anything emotionally. And when they want to look at the emotive side of things, they will support a woman and they will support children, women and children. But you still need to put in a good case, right?
But in this case, though, if she's going to be doing that, well, I don't know, because she's not in danger of anything. I mean, she's even without the refuge, without even seeking refugee or refuge, she's been protected by armies, soldiers right now from the office of Ilegushi. I can tell you for a fact.
But hold on. When we say she's been protected by the military or whatever the case may be, is that because we know or we're just making it up?
Because we know so. I said for a fact. I didn't say allegedly. I said for a fact. And
but then
if we know that, I don't know what Wunmi is running for. Wunmi is not in any danger of anything. All they're just saying is all these things she's claiming is fabrications.
She believes when she's on the other side where she's with immediate families or immediate family, she will feel safer. So at the end, you can imagine the kind of fear she will be in every night. Rightfully so, whatever the case may be, the country is divided. The country is interested in it. So you are not just a normal criminal. You are a proper criminal. A proper criminal. If the country is divided to that extent, and not just within the country, in diaspora, right? And actually, even in Africa, in its entirety, even Africa is divided.
What I'm trying to say is
actually following this case. So for me, I personally, as a human being, even if you've done wrong, we don't know 100% exactly what it is that she has to say that she's not saying. We don't know 100% why she's not saying what she's saying. And we don't know 100% whether her life is in danger or not. So conduct, because she is so unenlightened, and her family, especially her sister, her conduct hasn't really helped her. At the time she should have said something, she decided she's not going to say anything. Now that she's saying something, she's just talking nonsense. Yeah, she's just spewing out absolute concocted nonsense. So sometimes she probably wants to say something and she's forgotten what she wants to say. Maybe she's high on drugs, she's high on something. Because if you call Baba Mohbad and you didn't realize that they're going to record the conversation, and something happened there, and there's something about some two guys she was talking to that are talking to her about what happened, and she's now subdued. She's subdued in that conversation. But the one with Baba Mohbad is almost as if you've just lost it. When you don't show respect for someone, it means you haven't respected that guy since day one, but you've been hiding it because you have a motive. You've never really shown that guy respect. Or even if when people see you and this guy in videos, you guys are happy, you are going to church and all that kind of stuff. I don't think she ever respected that man. I don't think she ever respected mohbad. I don't think she ever respected that family, but she was buying time. She knew what she was in there to do, and she was buying that time to do it. But she thought, because there's always going to be a time to buy somebody. If you have it in you.
My question to you now is, moving forward, if we are saying you can only seek asylum when you leave the country, okay, that one is clear. And now you are talking about refuge. What I'm saying, hold on, 90 guy. What I'm saying is that she has the backing of Oba Elegushi. She has the backing of Lagos State government. She has the backing of the police. Personally, to make this interactive is that personally, I don't think she's in danger of anything. She's only running away from the DNA that Baba is insistive of. So that is it. And if she seek refuge from what you are saying, that I can understand, I'm a little confused. I don't get this refuge very well. If she goes to the American embassy and she's still in Nigeria, she wants to seek refuge. What you are telling us now is, no, let's say she goes to German embassy. What you are saying is that the German embassy will provide refuge for her. Okay, now my point to you is that, what about Liam, the Oba Elegushi's son? So that means, is he able to come back in the future and take his child?
Yeah, but you see,
what does that mean? Because I want us to go forward. I don't want to say if she's respecting the Baba or not.
If we look at a situation, First of all, the Oba is not coming to claim the child at the moment. The Oba doesn't want to be in the frame at all in any way whatsoever. So
I know that. I'm not saying in the future.
No, we can have a plan, which there can be a plan where the Oba is part of, and the plan will be, you do everything you need to do to get yourself and our son safe to the other side.
Okay, let B come in for
the future. For the future, if this case hasn't actually brought Oba to questioning, and hasn't brought this Oba to a position where is culpable or is involved, then the case will lie low, won't it? Yeah. So whatever happens in future is there to be dealt with in future. And in future, at the end of the day, remember the son is going to grow up. Remember his identity will be kept very tight. And also remember that it will keep changing and keep changing and keep changing. And while it's changing, his identity can be changed easily, and he can return to his father easily without anybody knowing.
Okay, one last question, then I'm going to let BB come in. My last question to you is that what can we do now to prevent that?
No, you see, the thing is not, you see, where we are at this point in time is
or what can the Baba legal team
hold on. Look at it right now. I said it about a week ago. I don't know which platform I was on, but the thing is, petition until the public money runs out, until you enlighten the public that you now have 500 petitions against God knows how many people, against institutions, against instances, against anything that surrounds this case. Now, if the result of this inquest comes out and the chief judge come up with something and then just name a number of people without petition that is in place already to bring some of the people that can walk away to it to the high court, then you will have to start building a case from the beginning again. Then you then have to start looking for investigators all over again. Then the public would have walked away from it at that point. Because you need to make this hay while the sun shines. Because I said, If the what's it called, the petition that mohbad is put in place already is been re-engineered with vigor, and that is actually brought all the named people to account, that itself may have gone to whether it's the community court, wherever they call the community court, and this court and that court, and few bits and pieces, that would have actually sort of like been endless. That would have actually got even the police to be called to call. That would have called a lot of people to come to call. But the fact that this thing has been left with some kind of serenity that it doesn't deserve. Because if Berekete hasn't done his own thing, then Berekete is also going to lie low a bit on the sideline of something, saying something, we don't fight government. We should have been fighting government. By now, petition should have gone haywire. Petition should have even hit the governor, the head of police, the chief of police, everybody that is involved. The hospital. You would have gone to the hospital.
Why didn't you say this 9 weeks ago when Susan called and they said that?
Hold on. Paparano has been saying that for a while, and I've been saying this not on your platform, but on other platforms I've been in the last 2 weeks. Right?
Okay.
Because
let BB come in for a minute.
The only thing
let BB come in for a minute.
Okay.
Let BB come in. BB come in, please.
Okay, good evening, everyone, once again. Suma, I must greet you specially. Anyway, IT guy has done so much. I have opportunity to listen to him. He is a man who is full of wisdom, and he is a man who is fortified when it comes to legal education. I must say thank you. I always benefit. But I'm confused in almost last statement you make that if Wumi wants to seek asylum, either she wants to German embassy or wherever, she has an immunity. And this is where my confusion is. Does that mean anyone can just run to Dutch embassy and said, my life is in danger and therefore I will be given a protection? Is that what it means? That is number one. And number two, look, we've said it countless times. We said it countless times that this girl know exactly what she is doing. And they never thought that this issue will turn out to be this way. Or, for want of better words, the way it's going. They never dreamt of it. They just thought it's something they would do and they will get away with it. But, unknowing to them, they forget that Mohbad has already spoken a word of prophecy, which is haunting them now. Having said that, Lady Eris, I just want us to be careful with our choice of words in terms of you saying emphatically that the child is for Oba Elegushi. That if Oba Elegushi can come for his child in the future, we don't know now for a fact. We don't know now for a fact that the child is for Oba Elegushi. We all are speculation. So, and that is why we are fighting for this young lady to do a DNA so that that aspect can be clarified. And and again, Lady Harris, you said Wumi is not in danger. I stand to be corrected. Look, Mohbad said in one of his songs, he said, our boys in Kara. Our boys in Kara. Let me tell you, Lady Harris, Wumi is in danger. Our boys in Kara. If Wumi dared to walk alone in the street of Lagos or dared to go to Ikorodu, oh my, she might not come back. Because why? Our boys in Kara. Our boys want Kara. Just like I was saying earlier on, I was on Yinka TNT Live, I think 2 or 3 days ago. Her first time in diving into this issue. And sometimes I will sit down, I will be on my bed and I will ask myself, I said, this guy supporting Wumi, are they normal human being? Are they thinking rational? Are they thinking the way we are thinking? Okay, if truly, just like Yinka TNT said, she said any cooking could be. And if truly this child is from Mohbad, what is stopping Wumi doing a voluntary declaration and say, look, Liam is available for anybody, just like, is it African TV or someone that offer huge amount for Wumi to do DNA? And what will it take her to do the DNA and prove to the whole Nigeria that, look, this boy is for Mohbad? Instead of spreading false rumors that she was a virgin, Mohbad is virgin her. This is a lady that has dated about 3 or 4 guys in Malian's house. Trying to throw dust in our face. Playing with our intelligence. Okay, let's, in law, they say let's assume without admission. Truly, Mohbad is virgin you. Yes. Let's just imagine it is true. Is it not what should even grant you the pride that, look, I never know any man, Mohbad is virgin me, this boy, this pregnancy is for Mohbad, this boy is for Mohbad, and therefore I am ready to do the DNA to prove myself. How difficult is that? Instead of running merry-go-round. And to make matter worse, was it yesterday or day before yesterday, the sister on Instagram saying all kinds of rubbish, saying all kinds of nonsense. Báwo ni gbogbo wọn ṣe máa sùn tó máa kọrí síbì kan náà? I just don't understand. I keep asking myself, can there be one person that can just wake them up and say, look, let's wake up. Wumi, enough is enough. The shame you are bringing to our family is enough. We cannot take it any longer. If truly this boy is for Mohbad, go out there and do the DNA test. Simple. And I said it earlier on around Nigerian time, 6 o'clock, Lady Harris, if you can remember. I said, look, the police know what they are doing. Look at the deputy police commander that committed suicide. Up to today, his house is being barricaded. Nobody goes in and out of the house. Why do so? They know
for someone that commits suicide, or so for someone you already said commit suicide, you are barricading his house.
Exactly, Bayo. For someone that commits suicide, or someone that his personal aid come out and say, look, when I drove my Oga to his house, for the first time, my Oga told me to go and spend time with my family. And I left, only for me to hear that my Oga has killed himself. A deputy chief police commander.
Oh, you know him?
I don't know him. I heard it from TVC News. And I read it on Punch. He's from Ogbomoso. I read his biography.
Okay.
How he was very instrumental during the NSAX issue, and he got his promotion from there because he was very instrumental during the NSAS, XYZ, this and this. That is how come they promote him. Asked his aide to drove him to Oyo State in Ogbomoso, and now he took his own life. Reason best known to him. But what is the point I'm trying to make? So the police know.
Forensic analysis, though, because he probably have killed him and then make it look like a suicide.
Is a deputy police commander that doesn't want to be compromised on this case, who is willing to be loyal to the truth, doesn't want to compromise himself, and they compromised him.
Where did you get that information? Because I don't see his name in the CTC. I mean, I'm not saying it's not on the case, but I don't, because when I saw the news, I searched it, his name is Bola or something, and I went to the CTC to see if his name is there. I don't see his name. But, I mean, I'm not saying it's not part of the case, but I'm just saying his name is not there. So, because I wanted to make sure
Lady
what you
Aries,
said is not the case.
Lady Aries, do you know the true date of birth of President Tinubu? They will only tell you what they want you to see.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. I rest my case. You.
The point I'm trying to make is, so the police know that if there is a crime or there is an incident and they are being called into the crime scene, they know they have to barricade the place so that investigation or evidence will not be tampered with. What stopped them from doing the same thing in Mohbad house? What stopped them from doing the same thing in Mohbad house?
It's called cover up and staging. The police will go in there, cover up the evidence, and then stage what they want the press to see.
Because there is some power behind. And that is what is giving Wunmi the wings. But now she cannot take the heat any longer. She cannot take the heat any longer. Wunmi is far away from peace of mind. This is someone that was with Baba, and she was holding what Baba is looking for. She did not disclose it. What were you looking for? What were you hiding? So, look, Nigerian police has no shame any longer. I've said it the other time. In fact, look, Nigerian politicians or whatever they call themselves, they don't have shame any longer in the eyes of the international community. Look at, you live in Nigeria, in a country where they hardly give you 3 hours electricity, and they are increasing electricity tariff. Where on earth can this happen? Nowhere. This is the country you live in. A police was called in. According to Baba, he said there are a lot of celebrity. Alpha is there. Whoever is there, they are not questioning the Alpha. Mohbad is a Christian, born in CAC. Born in, is it CAC or white garment? Grown up in white garment. He's a Christian. Most of his music shows he's a Christian. There is one that he even sang. He was even reciting Psalm. He was reciting Psalm in that particular music, crying unto God. The police are not calling the Afa. Afa, what are you doing there? What was your job? Who called you there? Why were you there? Who called you? What is your mission? None of that. Wumi, you claim Mohbad disvirgin you. You claim you love Mohbad. About 4 or 5 days ago, you were crying out as if you saying that if something happens to you,